So we got a lot of people joining. I know in every webinar there's some people who come late. That's normal. But yeah, welcome Mark, welcome Kirill, Alex, Jurgen, Stars. We got a lot of great people. Cam. Yeah, where are you guys from? First of all, where are you guys from? I see there's a lot of diversity here. So Theo says from Greece. Okay, great. Montreal, Upland, California, India. Nice. Estonia. Okay, I'm in Estonia right now. I'm in Tallinn, Estonia right now. So you must if you're in Estonia, you're not that far. But yeah, shout out to all the people in Eastern Europe. I'm in Eastern Europe right now. Women are great here. So great. Bulgaria. Nice. We got a lot of people. So I'm expecting a lot more people to join, but that's fine. We're gonna start even if some people aren't here yet. We're gonna start and then we'll see. But I hope you guys are excited. Let me know in the chat if you're excited. First of all, congrats on making it because it's going to be a pretty cool webinar. We're going to cover a lot of things, and yeah, I hope you're excited. So let me know in the chat who's excited, who wants to get more dates, finally, level up in this area, get the right systems. Let me know in the chat. Alex says yes. Will there be a recording? Well, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I'd rather make things live. So it's better to stay. But yeah, so yeah, Patrick says yes. Awesome, guys. So we're gonna start covering everything right now, and let's dive in. So first of all, let me put full screen. Do you guys see full screen right here, or did it change something? Let me know in the chat. 1 second. In the chat, yes. Okay, I'm gonna put full screen back. And I'm gonna have to mute everyone because I don't want there to be like some noise or stuff, because I know some people sometimes they just make some noise. So let's dive in. Okay, I'm just gonna put play, and we're gonna start the presentation. So yeah, I mean, first of all, congrats on joining the webinar. I mean, you made the right decision. First of all, a lot of guys, they could be watching Netflix right now. They could be, I don't know, doing some bullshit, smoking some weed, but you're here on this webinar, which means something about you. It says something about you. It says that you're pretty committed, that you're looking to level up in this area, and you have this growth mindset, which is super important. So you're already setting yourself apart from 99% of guys just by being in this webinar. So congrats on that. Now, my promise to you today is that I'm not going to waste your time. I'm really not going to waste your time and my time too, because I value your time, I value my time, and I want this webinar to be impactful. I don't want you guys to come here and just waste your time. So my promise to you is that by the end of this webinar, you're going to transform your dating life within the next 90 minutes. Now, this is not some magic trick or anything. Obviously, I mean, it takes more to transform your dating life, but you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do by the end of this webinar, which is priceless, right? So I'm not saying by the end of this webinar, you're going to have like 2 girls on your couch, but you're still going to know what to do and the next steps, and it's going to change a lot of things for you. Okay, so in this webinar, we're going to cover how to predictably attract, obtain, and retain 8, 9s, and I hate to say 10s because it's kind of a sucker psychology. When a guy says, oh, here's the 10, oh, this is a 10, it's a bit of like you're pedestalizing her. So don't call a woman a 10, but you see what I mean. Like you want to get the highest quality ones, right? And I'm going to show you how to do it with consistent sex, no pullbacks, without a fear of rejection, without having some awkward conversations, etc. So here's what we're going to cover in this webinar. Okay, key number 1, we're going to cover the new rules of the dating market, because the dating market has changed tremendously. There's a lot of things coming up, and I'm going to show you how to win big with women. Now, the second thing is we're going to cover how to get 3 dates per week like clockwork, without being tall, rich, or doing some gimmick or stuff, like without wasting your time. Now, key number 3 is we're going to cover how to completely flip the script and make girls chase for your attention. This is very, very key, because attention is the currency here. If you can learn how to weaponize your attention and you can learn how to leverage it to your own benefit, you're going to have a tremendous power with women. Okay, like all the power resides in your ability to make your attention and time valuable. And I'm going to show you how to do it as well. Now, all this advice, you're not going to find it on some free YouTube videos or stuff like that. Like we're going to go a bit deeper here, and it's not going to be generic stuff. So I know some of you, maybe you watch this type of videos, like how to make any girls chase you, or the 5 lines on Tinder, whatever. But the problem with all these videos is that you're going to find a lot of generic stuff that might work one time, but it's not going to make you successful in the long run. Like in general in life, like the easy fix is never the fix that's actually going to make a change. So I'm going to show you how to actually make a change without bullshitting you or wasting your time. And it's time to unplug from all the PC mainstream and dating advice anyway, because a lot of those dating advice out there, like on TikTok and stuff like that, is just to make some views, guys. Like it's not actually gonna make you that successful. So some of the secrets that you're gonna learn here are only gonna be shared inside this webinar. So like keep your ass on this webinar. It's gonna be great, and I'm excited to share this with you guys. And the systems work. Like, I don't know if you know, guys, my story and everything. I'll tell you my story in a couple of seconds. But I've been doing this for the past 8 years now. And I've been helping guys from all backgrounds. I mean, we have more than 500 success stories. We have guys literally from any ethnicity, any age, any background. I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying this because it just works. And a lot of these guys were very skeptical in the beginning. They were a bit like scared of just investing in themselves, but after a while, like they just got an amazing results. You see what I mean? And I'm only showing you this to prove that, like, whether, like, it doesn't matter your age, whether you're 20 years old, 60 years old, you can make this work, right? And I've literally got clients in their 60s. Like I got clients who, I got a guy called Tom from London. He was 64. He came on boot camp last year. He came on boot camp with me, 64. He still got 2 dates on the boot camp. So you can literally be successful in this area, no matter your age. Now let's move on a little bit. So in 2023, the dating market is a bit skewed, right? And you probably noticed this, like it's getting a lot more competitive. Like a lot of the hot girls, you know, like the super hot girls, they have crazy Instagrams. They have an online presence that allows them to receive unlimited attention. And literally, when I say unlimited attention, it's unlimited attention. I have a lot of girlfriends, I mean, girl friends, female friends, kind of, that I know that are really, really hot. And when you look at their DMs, when you look at their messages, it's ongoing DMs from guys all over the world. Like there's a surge in simps and sugar daddies and stuff like that. Like so much shit going on. And so all these women, like they're receiving so much attention. And so it's very hard to compete nowadays if you don't have the right leverage and if you don't know how to position yourself the right way, right? And so let's face it, like as men nowadays, it's getting a bit harder with social media, with dating apps, with all of that. It's a bit skewed against us, but in every opportunity, in every obstacle, there's an opportunity, right? And if you know how to leverage the opportunity properly, you can actually position yourself the right way. So here's the thing. There's what I call like a sexual Darwinism. What is a sexual Darwinism? If you know the theory of evolution by Darwin, you know that, you know, the strongest species are going to survive better because they can adapt better to the ongoing changes in the environment, right? And so same thing here, like the strongest men, the men who are the highest value and who can really demonstrate an ability to adapt in the dating marketplace, they're the ones who are going to they're the ones who are going to get all the rewards. And the small fishes, like the small guys who don't actually have a system, they're just going to stay on the sidetrack. So they're just going to, you know, date some fatty feminist, right? They're just going to date some fatty feminist or some girl who isn't that hot. So anyway, so now basically, like there's new rules, and in those new rules, you have to learn how to adapt, because it's crazy how over the years, the number of sexless guys has literally tripled. Since 2028, we got triple the amount of sexless guys compared to, like in 2023 compared to 2008, like triple the amount of guys who can't get laid. Like the proportion of incels, which means like involuntary celibates, has increased like crazy as well. So beautiful women have endless options, and us guys, it's a bit more, it's a bit harder. And so you need to learn how to compete. So that's my first point. Now, the good news is that now is actually the easiest time as well, because now there's actually an opportunity where if you learn how to leverage your online presence properly and you learn how to leverage a few things, you can really stand out compared to most of the guys out there, because most of the guys are a bit clueless, and most of the guys they're a bit lazy right nowadays, right? Guys are lazy. They're not willing to put in the work. And so the good news for us, I mean, the guys who are here on this call and myself and all the guys who work on this, is that there's very few, actually, there's not a lot of competition actually, because a lot of guys aren't even working on this, right? So if you know how to stand out properly, you can really make a huge change, right? So I'm literally giving you an opportunity as well here, because some of these systems, most of the guys, they're not really aware of these things. Like we live in it's kind of like another simulation here. So it's like in the Matrix, there's a glitch in the Matrix here where I'm giving you kind of the cheat codes that most guys don't even see in the Matrix. Like most guys, they're just like in this fucking world, and they're just like, they're just at the effect of the dating market. Instead of being at the cause of the dating market, and instead of being a proactive force, they're just at the effect of whatever the market does, right? And I want you guys to actually counteract that and be the exception. I want you guys to live exceptionally. I don't want you guys to just like be a leaf in the wind and rely on luck, right, in the dating market. But I can only help you if you stay till the end of the presentation as well, because there's a lot of things, and I'm not even saying this like for a marketing gimmick or something. There's a lot of things that I'm going to say by the end that are going to be very powerful for you to understand. Okay. So anyways, the next few minutes are going to completely transform your dating life. So stay tuned. Okay. Now, as I said, 1 in 4 guys right now, they're not having sex. Like between 1989 and 2008, the percentage of sexually inactive men went from like doubled, basically, almost. And 1 in 4 guys aren't having sex. And the level of testosterones as well have decreased. And you probably know this. I mean, a guy back in the 90s has almost double the amount of testosterone than a guy in his 20s right now. Like there's a 1% decrease per year in testosterone. So statistically, a 25-year-old man had 21% more testosterone than the same 25-year-old man today. Like a 25-year-old man, 30 years ago. Okay. So there's all these things that are happening in the dating market, and there's a lot of changes in our environments that makes us actually prey to just failing with women. And so I'm going to show you how to change that. Now, who is this training for? Because maybe right now you're thinking, okay, I'm already kind of good with women. I'm already getting dates. So is that it? Like, is it for me? So here's who's this training for, okay? So the first one is the guy who is kind of single, unhappy with his relationship. Maybe you didn't have a date in like 3 months or a year or 2 years. So if you're not getting dates right now, this is for you. Now, if you're still getting dates, but it's not the quality of woman you want, or you feel like there's something missing, like something is inefficient, then this is for you as well. So even if you consider yourself pretty good, then you have all the reasons to be here, because I'm going to show you how to take it to the next level as well. There's levels to the game. There's always levels to the game. And it's also for guys who want to attract any woman, but without having to have some fancy car or some 6-pack abs or spending a lot of money on dates and stuff like that, right? And if right now you're kind of a nice guy too, and you're getting the friend zone and stuff like that, we're going to eradicate that right now. So you're in the right place, okay? Now, it's not going to be also some vanilla, watered down advice, etc., as I said, and it's certainly not going to be some spiritual woo-woo type of shit like meditation stuff, okay? I see a lot of guys these days on YouTube do the meditation, do some breathing, do some nofap, and then girls are going to come to you. But they're not going to come to you if you meditate and do some nofap. You need more than that. And they're not going to come to you if you're just working on your purpose. A lot of guys say, oh, just work on your purpose and then women are going to come to you. No, you need more than that too. You need a system. Yeah, obviously your purpose is important, but you also need a system. So it's not going to be some bullshit, outdated type of stuff, okay? Now, I'm also going to give you some bonuses too, because if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you plenty of gifts, like bonuses and stuff, like Higher Self-Mastery, some value-packed books. So as you know, I wrote like 3 books, Playboy Secrets, Instagram Secrets, and Triggers of Power. I'll give you those books as well if you participate. And I'm going to give you some crazy bonuses, like all my PDFs, the frame control PDF, the closing the deal, approaching, all of that. I'm going to give you all of that. So keep your ass in the webinar, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and how to actually get to the next level. Now, just for those of you who don't know me, I'm going to make a quick intro and I'm going to show you quickly my story. But it's going to be informative for everybody, because some of you might know me, but you don't know some sides of my story. So let me give you some info. So basically, who the fuck am I, right? Who the fuck am I talking here in this webinar? Well, basically, I'm the founder of Higher Self Circle. So Higher Self Circle is basically our brand through which we help men to level up their dating life. And I actually became one of the world's youngest dating coach, like almost at 21 years old. I was already doing great in Montreal. I was living in Montreal, Canada. I was doing great. I even got featured on Canadian national TV. I have the whole footage. It was great. They used to come with me. Basically, the Canadian national TV came with me in the street, and I was like picking up girls in front of them, like on camera with one of my wingmen. And because back in the day, I used to like host some seminars and stuff like that. Anyway, so I've helped more than 5,000 men through my books, my programs, etc. A lot of men personally in real life. I held a lot of seminars all over the world. If you know my podcast, so I have a podcast called The Limo Show. I've interviewed a lot of guests. Maybe you're familiar with some of these brands, like the Attractive Man on YouTube. They have like 1 million something followers. I've interviewed Matt Artisan. I've interviewed him. The other guy, but what is his name again? Yeah, Bulldog Mindset. Yeah, John Sonmez. This guy also, I've interviewed him on my podcast a few years ago. So, I'm pretty. I mean, I know a lot of cool people in the industry. But yeah, basically, I'm not a fly by night here. I've been doing this for a while. Now, just to give you a background, this is me when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17. I was in high school back in the day. So I was living in Tunisia. And Tunisia, if you guys don't know, it's in Africa. It's like the top of Africa, just below France. It's like just below the south of France, you have Tunisia, right? It's a great country, beautiful country. I was there. I was in the French school. I had a pretty cool social circle. I had a pretty cool childhood, very comfortable childhood, to be honest. I was living in the top 1% there. And basically the problem with that is that I could get laid sometimes, but not with the girls that I truly want. Like I didn't actually have a system or strategy. Like I could get laid through my social circle because I knew some people and I was pretty popular in high school, but I was just relying on luck. Like if I wanted to attract a girl, I didn't know what to do, So I was relying on alcohol and stuff like that. And so I had my own social circle in Tunisia, and I was living almost like a jet setter. I mean, we used to, like, I remember at 16 years old, we used to have baller tables. Like we used back in the day in Tunisia, like we had like baller tables with fucking 3 Grey Goose or some champagne in our tables. We were great, right? We were living kind of a 1% lifestyle there because it was a very cheap country, right? Now, back in high school, I met an amazing girl her name was Sarah, and she was one of my girlfriends back in the day, and we dated for a few weeks. She was kind of the hottest girl there, and I really thought she was the one. Like maybe you had that too. Like you had a girl in high school, you thought she was the one. You thought she was your princess. Like you could fucking live the rest of your life with her, right? And my mom, this was me too at 15 years old with my sister. I blurred my sister because I don't want some bullshit. But me at 15 years old here, my mom always raised me to be a nice gentleman, right? I would always buy women stuff, open the door for them, compliment them, try to please them. And that really also affected how I treated girls, because I would always try to kind of buy them some shit, or always try to be nice and not create some friction, right? And I would text her good morning, good night, stuff like that. So I'm talking about this girl, by the way. I'm talking about how I treated this girl, for example. Like this girl, the girl that I thought she was the one, that's how I treated her. Like I was always texting her like good morning, good night, stuff like that. Would call her my princess, stuff like that, right? Now, after a few days, after we dated for a few days, she told me, hey, you know what? You're nice, Limo, but I don't think I deserve you, right? That's what they say. Girls don't want to hurt you. So they say, oh, I don't think I deserve you. I think we should stop seeing each other, right? So it was a polite way to say like, hey, we need to like fuck off. We need to stop, right? And so then, in other words, it means that, yeah, I mean, it was kind of over between us. That's what she meant, right? And so I was kind of heartbroken at the time. I was depressed. I started going to the gym to feel better. I was kind of angry at myself because I knew that this was due to a lack of skills, of like, I didn't know how to retain her. I didn't know how to attract her. And so that gave me a lot of motivation to learn from my mistakes and actually learn more about seduction and success with women. Now, this was me also when I was like 17 with one of my girlfriends when I was 17. And at the time, I was confident enough to talk to the women that were below my league. But with a girl that I found really beautiful, I would simply fuck it up. Like I wouldn't know what to do. I was a bit clueless, right? So that's when I started, learning about this. Just to give you like kind of a story background, right? I really, that's what happened. Like I had a breakup. I was angry. I wanted to learn this shit. I was always relying on luck. And so that's what happens. And so, like some of you, I started finding some answers on YouTube or on books. Maybe you know these books, right? The Game by Neil Strauss, The Mystery Method, or The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, right? All these books are great, and definitely it kind of shifted my perspective on women and all of that. And so I started learning about a lot of things after that, right? I started, actually becoming a bit better with women, even with those books. But that didn't really help me that much. I mean, it improved some of the things, but you know that books aren't the solution. I mean, books, they can help you in your mindset, but they're never the solution. I mean, if books were the solution, then librarians would be millionaires. Like if books were the solution, then fucking librarians would be millionaires. But it's not the solution. You need to fucking put steps in place, have accountability and feedback. And so anyway, after that, I went to study in college in Montreal, right? And through my college, I was also learning more and more about business, about game. I actually studied business in one of the best universities there, McGill University in Canada. And there, the problem was that I didn't have any social circle there because my social circle was in Tunisia, because I told you guys I was living in Tunisia. And so when I moved to go study abroad in college, I didn't have any fucking social circle. I didn't have anything. And so it was hard to build everything from scratch. I didn't have really the skills. And so that's when I really struggled. Like my first year in college back in Canada, that's when I really, really struggled because I didn't have my social circle. I was by myself in a new country. I didn't have all the skills and all of that. So I wasn't getting dates, and that was frustrating. So that's when I started investing in myself. When I was like 17, 18, that's when I really started investing. Like I was buying courses, trainings, masterminds, boot camps. Like I remember I was a broke student. My bank account was always in the red. Like this is my bank account in like Scotia Bank, or I forgot the name. I think it was Scotia Bank in Canada. I forgot the fucking name of the bank, but I was always in the red because I was always investing in boot camps and in books and in stuff like that, right? And I started getting results. But the thing that really changed my life, honestly, was my first real life boot camp with one of my mentors. Okay, my mentors back in the day, his name was Derek. And at 19 years old, I took a boot camp with him, changed my life, right? And I started having more success, more female friends. Things started to change when I was like 18, 17, 19, right? And that's when I also learned about entrepreneurship, right? About business. Because dating and business are very similar. Like a lot of people think that those are completely different fields or whatever. But the guys who are successful in business are also usually successful in dating and vice versa, right? And so that's when I also started my first business, etc. When I was 19, I was starting like e-commerce brands, stuff like that. Like I had a brand called Limotti, right? Limotti to sound Italian. But I was like, I was just like creating brands and scaling those businesses at the same time. And as I said, I appeared on the national TV. So those are screenshots of me on footage, like kissing girls and appearing on national TV, etc. when I was 20 in Montreal, right? I was also modeling for 2 years. Like I modeled for 2 years. So I know a lot about the fashion industry. And I was hosting seminars at the same time. So seminars every Saturday back in Montreal, live boot camps, live seminars, and then the boot camps at night after the seminar. So I was doing all of that when I was like 19, 20, etc. Okay, so it was years ago, right? Now myself right now, I'm still helping clients all over the world. And I'm not just helping clients online. That's the thing, because a lot of people here in this industry, they're helping clients just online, like they're just selling books or selling courses, but I actually meet my clients in real life. Like I don't like working online that much. I like real life stuff. Like I want to meet you all of you guys, like Mark, Kirill, Alex, Stars, all of you guys. I want to meet you in real life. Like it's better if you come in real life with me and we do this together. We go to clubs together, we fucking pimp together. Right? It's going to be a lot better. And I still host boot camps all over the world with my VIP clients. I do that almost every 2 months. I'm doing one in Oslo next week. Next week, I'm going to Oslo, Norway with 3 clients. Right? So that's what I do. In my boot camps, we like going, we always like ordering a limousine. My name is Limo, so it goes well with it. Limo, limousine. We like, getting some girls in the limousine and then going to the club. And yeah, so I literally, like, that's my story. I went from being a bit shy, no strategy, no skills, to having predictable success, right? And right now, I mean, I have a ton of proof. I mean, if you want receipts, I can give you hundreds of receipts from girls naked on my couch or girls on my bed or me with a girl, like that doesn't matter, you know, but I've been doing this for a long time. I'm also a DJ right now. I've been DJing for 6 years. So that's kind of my background, right? So now I'm just kind of traveling the world, making money online, helping people, investing, and just living my life, you know. One thing to know as well is I'm literally the coach of some of the coaches you see on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. I have three, like right now, I have no two non-disclosure agreements with two coaches that I'm working with right now that I can't reveal their names because I literally signed a non-disclosure agreement that I'm working with them to help them also scale their dating business. Because I'm literally the coach of some coaches, like dating coaches that you see. And I grew a dating page. Maybe some of you found me there, like on Twitter, Playboy Secrets. So now it's like around 60K followers. So that's kind of my page. Anyway, enough speaking about me, okay? I know I spoke a lot about myself, but I just want you to understand kind of my story. I think that's important because you don't want to stay in a webinar from a guy who just talks and you don't know anything about him, right? So I just want to give you guys a background. Anyway, that's me. So stay in this webinar. I'm going to show you how to get similar results right now. First of all, like just think about this. Like how would your life be different if you had all the systems and all the skills to date any woman you actually want? Like any woman you want, you could go to a club tonight. Tonight or Saturday night. I expect you guys to go out tonight, by the way. Tonight or Saturday night, I expect you guys to go out tonight. If you don't go out tonight, you're not that serious about your success with women, especially. But I'm going out tonight. In exactly 2 hours, I have a friend picking me up to go to a party around 2 hours. But anyway, so would it be worth it to you if you could just date like 3 new amazing girls this month, right? If this webinar, if we go through this webinar, wouldn't it be worth it to you if you could just date 3 amazing new girls this month? I think it would. I think it would. What if you found a hot and loyal girlfriend within the next few weeks, right? That's a possibility. And so I want you guys to take this seriously, because literally, like if you stay till the end and you learn these things, you're going to be able to have those outcomes. You're going to be able to get dates consistently without actually struggling or without like relying on luck, right? And I'm going to show you how to do it. Anyway, let's get into it. So I want to dive in right now. Right now, we're 30 minutes in, so it's a bit late, but I'm going to dive in right now, okay? So here's how attention relates to sex. So some of you guys, I told you that your attention is very, very important, right? You need to value your attention because nowadays women are receiving unlimited attention. And so unless you learn how to weaponize it, it's going to be very hard. So here's how attention relates to sex. So typically what happens is, as a man, what you're going to do is you're going to give attention to get sex. You're going to find a woman that you like. You're going to give her a bit of attention. And then in exchange, if the girl likes you back, she's going to give you sex to keep getting your attention, right? It's always like this. Like the process of courtship is always like this. You give a bit of attention, she gives you sex, and it's attention into sex, sex into attention into sex, sex into attention, right? So you give a woman attention to get sex, and women give you sex to keep getting your attention. And it's kind of like, it's like a currency exchange. Like us, our currency is our attention, and women, their currency, like the end game is sex. Like they're giving you sex in exchange. Now, the problem is, here's the problem. Like there's a new economy of attention right now. Like nowadays, it's getting more difficult because, as I said, with social media, with dating apps, with all of that, women are getting a lot of attention for no reason all the time on social media, on dating apps, on stuff like that. And especially with platforms like Instagram, OnlyFans, sugar daddy websites, it's never been easier for women to monetize that attention. Like you've seen those girls on OnlyFans. Or am I the only one seeing it? You've seen those girls like on TikTok, on Twitter, all these girls on OnlyFans, they're making thousands of dollars on the background, even millions. I mean, this girl, like Bad Batty, the rapper, I don't know if you know that rapper, Bad Batty, she made $1 million in 6 hours from her OnlyFans. So women are now even profiting from men's free attention. That's how easy it is for them to get our attention. They're even monetizing that. Right? So you have to understand that women are getting unlimited attention without giving any sex in return these days. And unless you learn how to weaponize your attention, it's going to be very hard for you to compete. And so the thing is, males' attention is hyperinflated right now because, I mean, it's being devalued. Because women are receiving a lot of attention, our currency is being devalued. I told you guys, our currency is our attention. And so if, women are receiving a lot of our currency, then it becomes devalued and you enter a hyperinflation. And so in a basic principle of economy is that, if something hyperinflates, then you can do two things, right? Either you restore the value of that currency, or you have to give a lot more currency to get what you want. So for example, if the dollar gets devalued, either you're going to do something to restore the value of the dollar, or you're going to give a lot more dollars to get some euros or to get some pounds or some whatever the currency is. And so for us, because our currency is hyperinflated, because nowadays women are receiving unlimited attention, we need to restore the value of our attention. We need to value our attention and learn to weaponize it to restore that value, because otherwise you're just going to give more attention away for nothing and you're not going to get the results you want, right? And that's what a lot of guys who end up being friend zoned or end up not getting sex or end up like waiting too long before they have sex with a girl are doing. They're usually giving too much attention away with no return. They're texting her too much online. They're just like giving attention without anything. And so I'm going to show you how to flip that, okay? And how society tells you it's supposed to work is they tell you, obviously, you have to get a good job, get a nice house, get shredded, get a nice car. And all these things are great. All these things help. I'm not saying like getting a great body doesn't help, getting a great job and a great finances doesn't help. It helps, okay? But it's not the end all and be all. I have plenty of clients who are fucking like jacked as fuck and rich as fuck and who still struggle. Right. So let's dive into the red pill real quick. OK, let's dive in. So first of all, in terms of money, most men believe that women are super expensive and hard to get, especially those super high quality women. And I generally think that's not true. I've dated a lot of women when I was broke. When I was a broke student, I was dating a lot of great women. And if you know how to leverage your attention correctly and attract them correctly, you can basically do whatever you want. But so it's the opposite. Like getting amazing women is actually easier and it's cheaper than what everyone believes. Like if you have the right systems, you can make it work even if you're not like super rich or whatever. Now, I don't know what happened. There's like a yellow mark on this fucking thing, on this fucking slide. 1 second. Let me erase it. I don't know what happens. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I left like a mark or something. Anyway. But for example, for Bezos, okay, Bill Gates, they're billionaires with a B, and they're still getting left on, like cheated on, or just divorcing, right? You see all these billionaires divorcing, right? So if even a billionaire is left for another man, then do you really think money is the solution, right? Even a man worth $100 billion has been left by his wife, right? So money is not necessarily the answer. And same thing, most men believe that they need to be super good looking, tall, etc. They need to be super fit. Not really. I mean, look at all these celebrities like Brad Pitt, Channing Tatum, Will Smith, right? These guys are handsome by society standards. And even in general, I mean, they're pretty handsome and they're still getting cheated on or left on or whatever. It didn't work for them either. So the mainstream narrative of like, you need money and a good job and whatever. No, there's more to that, right? And most men are trapped in this matrix. They're trapped in this thing where, oh, but I'm not rich yet, so I'm just going to settle. Or, oh, I'm not super good looking, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to settle. And they're stuck in this vicious cycle anyway. So what most guys are doing, here's what most guys are doing. What most guys are doing is they go out, they blow their money on alcohol to get drunk in a club or whatever. And then once they get drunk, they get more confident to hopefully start talking to women. And they just wait for things to come to them, right? Usually they're waiting for their magical Disney moment where they're going to meet the girl of their dreams, etc., through their friends or at a party or by chance at work. But it doesn't work like that, right? And a lot of guys, what I've seen is they create a lot of accounts on dating apps and stuff like that. They end up paying for subscription on dating apps. I've never paid. I've paid once for Tinder. But honestly, paying for subscription on dating apps is honestly, in my opinion, it's a waste of money. If you know what to do, you don't need to do that. Now, a lot of newbies, what they're doing also is they're just brainwashed by this type of advice, like just be yourself, or just, when the time is right, you'll find the right one, right? We've heard this one. When the time is right, you'll find the right one. The right one will come to you, right? Or work out, get a good haircut, dress well, and then girls are going to come to you. Right. And if you've been doing this for a while, maybe you're getting this advice like, oh, just approach and just focus on sexualizing the conversation. And then if you approach many and you sexualize, then girls are gonna sleep with you. Or oh, just do a professional photo shoot and change your bio on Tinder and do this opener and this bio and whatever, and you're gonna get dates, right? But all this advice, I mean, from my experience, it doesn't work that way all the time. A lot of guys as well, with the rise of Andrew Tate, they think that if you become like ultra masculine, like for example, you always train martial arts, you always smoke cigars, you always do like some type of shit like that, girls are going to be super attracted to you. Now, there's some truth to that. I mean, women are attracted to masculine men, but it's not because you're going to smoke a cigar or learn how to fight, then that's it. Women are going to come to you. You need a system too. Okay, that's a good attribute. That's a good that's a testimonial of a good character. But especially if you go to the gym, you train, you work on yourself, but you need more than that, right? So I followed all this type of advice, and while some of it holds some truth, the problem is it didn't get me the consistency and the predictability that I want, right? So I'm going to show you actually how to get the consistency and how to get the predictability right now, because all these type of advice and all this type of shit, like, oh, you need money or you need to be fit, etc., I can guarantee you, like, it's just like limiting beliefs, because you can definitely like get consistency without all of that. Okay, so all the systems that I'm going to show you, these are brand new systems, field tested, scientifically proven. I'm going to show you how to do it. And literally right now, like, I've got hundreds and hundreds of men that went through these systems, got success, and I'm going to show you how to get there too. So 4 things you need to do right now is we're going to start right now. Take a lot of notes, okay, because I'm going to go quick on some of this shit. Focus on the presentation, ask questions and participate in the chat box, because I'm going to look at your questions, guys. Like, any question that you put in the chat or anything you put in the chat, I'm going to look at your questions. So if you want to ask some questions, ask the questions, and stay till the end, because I'm going to show you how all this works, and I'm going to give you some bonuses. Okay, if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you some bonuses. I'm going to give you all these free PDFs and all of that. Okay, now let's dive in. Let's dive in right now. So first of all, pickup artists versus like full stack 1% man. Okay, so a lot of guys, I mean, this industry had a huge negative connotation, had a bad reputation. I mean, the dating industry has a bad reputation because of pickup artists, purely and simply because we've seen these guys, weirdos, going around the street, doing some creepy lines, and it doesn't fucking work. I mean, learning pickup artist lines and techniques and all of that, that's great. That might give you a bit of short-term success, but it's not what's going to make you successful. Like, you have to also build your character and you have to do the real work. One of my previous mentors, I remember when he said this to me. He said, you can either work to become an excellent man, or you can work to become an excellent manipulator. But it would take you about the same effort. Like, either you want to be an excellent manipulator and you want to learn some bullshit gimmicks and do that for the rest of your life, or you become an excellent man and you learn the right communication principles, etc., without pretending to be someone you're not, right? Because pickup artists, the problem with that is that they're willing to sacrifice who they truly are and their true opinions to hook up with a girl. Like, they're willing to lie and deceive girls and lie to themselves just to pick up a girl, right? And usually pickup artists, like, they come from a foundation of neediness. Like, they end up just disappointing all the parties involved. Like, the girl ends up disappointed. They end up like bullshitting her. And this is something that I've seen over and over. I've seen a lot of guys who were into pickup. And first of all, they didn't move. I mean, they didn't become very successful financially because they used to focus just on that. And they used to just like fake it too much, right? It was too fake. Yes, they might get a few girls, but in the long run, they would never get the real quality ones. You know, however, when you're an excellent man and you're congruent in your personality, like, quality women are gonna be excited to come with you, and quality women are gonna be excited to stick with you for the long term. Okay, because when you're an excellent manipulator, maybe you're inspiring some short-term emotions, and on occasions you will have sex, maybe, but it's not sustainable. Like, she's gonna spend a few hours with you, she's gonna see through the holes in the facade, and she's gonna find out you're full of shit. I guarantee you, she's gonna find out you're full of shit, and she's gonna end up disgusted with herself, and she's never gonna talk to you again. So most so-called like pickup artists, etc. Well, from what I've seen, and I have some experience in the industry, they revert to becoming some of the most pathetic losers in the long run because they didn't really work on their true character and building their true skill set as a man, right? So their paradigm is a bit flawed. I don't want you guys to be some type of pickup artist or whatever. I want you guys to be genuinely successful in every single area of your life and to generally be a quality guy without memorizing some gimmicks or whatever. That's what I want for you. Okay, so either you become like a perpetual manipulator, or you generally work on becoming a quality guy, and that's what I want for you. Okay, so so let's dive in. So it all starts with your frame because, like at the end of the day, you need to have a very, very strong frame with women. Like you can't really fake it for too long. You might be faking it for 1 hour or 2 hours, but if a girl spends like 8 hours with you, you can't really fake being a quality guy or being opinionated or really having this the strong frame, right? So you have to really work on your frame first. Like what kind of man are you? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? And what do you truly stand for? Like what are your values, right? And without a proper understanding of your own psychology and understanding of who you truly are, it's going to be very hard to communicate that with women. Okay, so I don't want you guys to be fake high value. I really want you guys to become the real deal. Okay, so that's the thing. So it all starts with yourself. And you got to know yourself very deeply. What I've done in my first few years is I've done a lot of work on myself, on really like identifying some of my limiting beliefs, identifying like what type of man am I? What kind of life do I want to live? Not what my mom wants me to do, not what society wants me to do. What do I want to do? Okay, because knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And without really knowing yourself like very deeply and going deep on who you want to become, and confronting yourself, you're always gonna kind of like put a mask on and do some type of fake shit. Okay, you're gonna go to a job, you're gonna go to some fake ass job that your parents wanted you to do, or you're gonna do some fake ass shit that you didn't want to do but you did it anyway because you just followed the crowd, right? And I don't want you guys to be like that, right? So it starts with yourself. Like, what kind of man am I? You have to ask yourself this question. What kind of life do I want to live? What are the ideal companions for that life? Like in terms of romantic partners, business partners, friends, right? Like you have to ask yourself these questions because at the end of the day, it starts with yourself. And there's an old pimpin' adage that says, pimpin' has to be in you, not on you. Okay, pimpin' has to be in you, not on you. What he means by that is basically you need to define like a strong why. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you actually on this webinar wanting to improve your dating life? Why? What's the deepest reason? Is it just to get laid? Is it just to have like some quick cheap thrill, like some cheap sex? Or is there a higher purpose to that, right? You have to start with why. Because when you figure out the why, it becomes easier to actually work on the how and the what. And I'm going to show you the how and the what. But I want you guys to work on the how first, on the why first. And then the how and the what is going to be a lot more easier. Now, there's two types of whys. There's like kind of the higher self motivation, and there's the lower self motivation. In terms of lower self motivation, it's just like, oh, I just want to fuck bitches. Or, oh, I just want to take revenge out of my girlfriend because she broke up with me. That's a lower self motivation because it comes from an external validation. Like, I just want to fuck bitches to impress my friends. Or, I just want to, take revenge out of my girlfriends. It's like extrinsic. But you need to have this intrinsic motivation. Like, why do you actually want to do this? Is it because you want to become a better father someday? Maybe you want to become a better father. You want to have like kids and teach them those lessons. Maybe you want to become a charismatic leader. You need to have like this strong vision, because I can guarantee you, like, elite seducers, like elite playboys, quote unquote, they have a strong why. Like, my why to do this is very, very strong. Like, I'm not doing this just to pick up girls, or I'm not just doing this to get some sex. I'm really doing this because I understand that these communication skills, like these understandings of psychology and all of that, that's what's going to make me extremely valuable as well in business, and in terms of like being a great negotiator, being a great communicator. It's gonna have a huge impact on my leadership, etc. And I know that it's just not for sex. It's like these skills, those are multi-million-dollar skills. Like those soft skills nowadays, like hard skills are not as important as soft skills. Like, soft skills are what's going to make you a lot more valuable in the marketplace than a guy who has a lot of hard skills. They always say, like, soft skills get you hired, but hard skills get you promoted. Okay, soft skills get you hired, but hard skills get you hired, and soft skills get you promoted. Sorry. But yeah, that's the thing. So I understand these things, right? I understand that this is not just about women. This makes you money too, right? Now, if you want to have premium women, right, you have to position yourself as a premium man, right? Because in the marketplace, because you have to view the dating market as really a marketplace. Like you're a product in this marketplace. You have a certain value. This is your sexual market value. And this sexual market value is influenced by a lot of things, but either you're going to position yourself as a fucking Toyota in the marketplace, like you're going to be mass adopted, you're going to fit in, you're not going to stand out, you're going to be cheap in the marketplace, or you're going to be very, very expensive in the marketplace. You're going to be very valuable. You're going to attract a high client, like a high level clientele, like high quality women. You're going to shine in the marketplace, right? You're going to attract a lot of high status people in the marketplace, right? But to be that way, you need to convey yourself as a guy who's worthy of that. You need to be in the 1%, because the 99%, what they do, first of all, they're completely blue pill. They're in some Disney movie, Hollywood type of fantasy. They think it's like a Hollywood movie here. They're just like chasing girls all the time, no purpose, no focus, no drive. Like they're just like fumbling around. And the 1%, they're here. The 1%, they're on this call. The 1%, like they understand that this is a skill set. They chase growth. They're on their purpose. They have a deep focus. They have a strong discipline. You know, they understand they're gonna have to make sacrifices to get there, right? And so how the dating marketplace works is that there's an offer and there's a demand, right? It's an economy in itself. And unless you learn how to position yourself as desirable, you are gonna stay stuck with like the leftovers of the marketplace. Like a lot of guys, they settle for the leftovers. They can't attract like the top of the marketplace. And that's because they haven't really worked on their value. Like they don't know how to position themselves as a top tier guy in the marketplace. And so I want you guys to start viewing yourself that way. Start viewing yourself as a product in the marketplace. Whether you're looking for a partner or not, like you already have like a predetermined market value, and you have to work on improving that value. Okay, every day, every week, guys, every week, you have to fucking, build your value even more. Like go to the fucking gym, work on your having more financial resources, more intellectual resources, more social resources. Like you have to become a gatherer of resources. Okay, you have to become a gatherer of resources. How can I make more money? How can I become smarter? How can I become more fit? How can I become more handsome? How can I dress better? Right? You have to increase your value all the time, right? Because women go after men who are of a higher value, right? Like if you're lower value than a girl, like she's not going to be attracted to you. So you need to have a better income than her. You need to be more desirable than her. You need to have physical fitness, personality, game. You need to be alpha, kind of like you need to have some dominance over other men as well, to some extent. So women like these type of guys. Now here's the opportunity for us guys. The thing is, we peak at different times. So women peak in their 20s, like early 20s, because obviously the more fertile, the more young they are, the more, with age, obviously beauty fades away. And with age, they have more baggage and they have more sexual experiences. And so their value drops. But us, what's good is with age, we actually have more resources. We have more intellectual resources, more financial resources. With age, we age like wine, right? They say that women age like milk and men age like wine, which is true. If you do the work, you're going to age like wine. Like even in your 30s and in your 40s, you're going to be at the top. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that. And one thing that I want to say also is that if you want to be a good family man one day, let's say you want to build like a great family and have an amazing relationship, it's better to be a player first. Okay. I've seen this 100 times where the guy didn't work on his dating skills. So he settles for a low quality girl, or he settles for the first girl that comes. And then he ends up divorcing her, or he ends up making a ton of mistakes and losing a lot of money and just being wrecked by the girl. I've seen this 100 times. Guys who just like, they don't learn this shit. So they settle for a girl and then they end up screwing it over because they fail to retain her, right? So it's better to be a player first. then a family man second. It's better to learn how to date a bunch of women and then find one that you truly like after that, like from a place of abundance, right? That's what you want. Now let's talk about the dating funnels, because you guys want some systems, right? You guys want to learn. I'm just going to erase this shit. There's like some yellow thing here. Just going to erase that shit. 1 second. Let me erase it. I just erased it right now. Okay, that's good. So anyway, so let's talk about how the dating funnels work. Okay. So when it comes to dating success and when it comes to success with women and all of that, you have to understand that you need to be efficient. A lot of guys, they're not efficient. A lot of guys, unfortunately, they're putting so much time into this, and the returns are so low, it doesn't even make sense to do it. So you have to understand the Pareto principle. Like 80% of your results usually come from 20% of your actions. And the 20% in dating, the 20% of that is going to be from your dating funnels. So there's multiple dating funnels. The first dating funnel is the live dating funnel. So what we call cold approach, or actually you approaching women in real life. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. So that's the first funnel, the live dating funnel. So you start by approaching a girl, then you have a conversation, then you grab her contact, then you get a date, and then you close. That's kind of the funnel, right? It starts with an approach, then a conversation, then you grab her contact, then date, then close. Now you also have the online dating funnel, which is kind of the same, but it starts with a DM, with a direct message. So you message a girl on Instagram, the girl replies, you get into a conversation, then you propose a drink, then she gives you her WhatsApp or her number, then you date, then you close. That's kind of the online dating funnel. And you can kind of reverse engineer your success. I have a sheet. I'll give you that I'll give you that later. But I have a sheet where you can basically reverse engineer your success. I'm not going to go through it right now because it's going to take us a lot of time, and I really want to cover a lot of things. But basically, you can reverse engineer it. Like, how many women do I need to talk to in order to get X amount of dates? And how many approaches do I need to make to get into enough conversations for me to get enough dates for me to get sex? Like, you can kind of reverse engineer. So for example, just to give you an example, if you have a 50% chance of having sex with a girl on a date, let's say you have a 50% chance of fucking a girl on a date. If we assume that, then if you want to fuck 3 girls, you need to have 6 dates because you have a 50% chance of fucking a girl each date. So you need 6 dates to fuck 3 girls. Now, to get those 6 dates, pay attention. Let's say you have a 20% conversion rate on all the conversations you have. So every 10 girl you talk to, you have like 2 girls that accept to come on a date with you. So for every 10 girl you approach, you have 2 girls who can get on a date with you. That means, that it would take you 10 conversations to get to 2 dates to fuck 1 girl. That's kind of how you can reverse engineer, right? And you can always reverse engineer that way. Like, how many conversations do I need to get to actually get enough contact closes, to get enough dates, to get enough sex? And you can kind of reverse engineer it that way, right? And the biggest problem that I've seen over the years as well is that most guys don't have enough volume. Most guys don't have nearly enough volume. Like, most guys, they approach like 3 girls in a week, and they think they're exceptional. They think, I'm so good. I just approached like 3 girls this week. But no, I mean, you have to approach a lot more. Don't be delusional. Like, 3 girls is nothing. If you're serious about this, like back in the day, I used to approach fucking 50 girls a day. But obviously with the right systems, you don't need to do that. I'm not saying you need to approach 50 girls a day. I'm just saying, like, you need a bit of volume too. Like, 3 girls is not enough. Like, you have to approach, if you want to get 2-3 dates a week, you probably have to talk to at least 20, 30 girls. And not just in real life, also like online and whatever. You have to keep your pipeline full, right? So that's the first blunder, is that most guys, they don't have nearly enough volume. Now, the second blunder is that most guys, they have kind of a negative self-fulfilling prophecy. Because they've been rejected over and over in the past, they have this negative feedback loop, like, oh, why bother? I've already been rejected so many times, like, why bother? Or, they probably all have a boyfriend anyway. Or, the girls in my city, they're different. Like, yeah, they're not like, or the girls in the States, in the United States, like Western women, they're different here. Like, it's not like in Europe, right? You guys in Europe have it easy. You guys in Europe, it's easy for you guys. Us in the States, it's different. Like women are different. I've seen it so many times. And the guys in Europe is the same thing. The guys in Europe, they say the same thing about the States. The guys in Europe, they say, oh, in the States, I mean, American girls, they're super easy. I mean, here in Europe, they're a lot harder. And they give themselves like this fucking excuses all the time, right? Negative self-fulfilling prophecies. Now, another thing is a lot of guys, they have no iteration to what they do. Like they keep doing the same thing. So they keep texting girls the same way, talking to girls the same way, and they expect the same results, right? But as Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's what insanity is, literally. So you got to do something different. Like if what you're doing is not working right now, you got to do something different, right? And whenever I talk to a woman and I make a mistake or or there's something that's off, I always ask myself, like, what could I have done better? What can I do better the next time? And I ask all my clients to do that. Like when a client goes and approaches a girl on a boot camp, obviously I give him feedback, but I also ask him, like, what do you think you could have done better here? What do you think you could do better the next time? Be honest with yourself. And that's a very important mechanism that you have to put in place in your mind. Like you constantly need to iterate things. If you keep doing the same thing, it's not going to work, right? So anyway, you need to have efficient systems. Now, let me show you the systems, guys, because you guys are here for the systems, right? And I know I've been speaking for almost an hour now. And I congratulate you, by the way, for being here. There's a lot more. But here are the systems, guys. So basically, if you want to date high quality women consistently, there's only going to be three ways. There's only going to be three ways for the rest of your life. It's either going to be cold approach. So you're going to approach a woman during daytime or nighttime. And from then on, you're going to have an instant date, a phone number, an instant pool. Like if you go to a nightclub, like tonight, literally in 2 hours, I'm going to be in a nightclub. You'll see my stories. Tonight, I'm going out tonight. I'm balling tonight. And tonight, I'm probably going to pull a girl if everything goes well. I mean, sometimes I don't pull. That's fine. If I don't find a girl that's the right fit, I'm not going to pull. But if I find a girl that is the right fit, I'm going to pull 100%. And so basically, you can pull girls from nightclubs and stuff like that, but you can also do it during daytime. So during daytime, what I recommend is during your day-to-day life, you have to kind of get into the habit of talking to women. Like if you go to the gym, start approaching women at the gym. If you go to the grocery store, start approaching women at the grocery store, in the street. Like you have to build this skill set. This is a skill that you can build and you can develop and you can master. I remember my first few years, I was so anxious about approaching women. I was literally like, my heart was beating, my heart was beating so hard. My hands were getting sweaty and cold. Like I didn't know what to do. I was so anxious. And then after a few weeks, after practicing this stuff, it became second nature, right? So first system is cold approach, the cold approach system. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, okay? Cold approach, daytime, nighttime. Second system, online. So the king of online dating is Instagram, okay? The king of online dating is Instagram. Instagram is 100% a dating app. If you think Instagram is nothing less than a dating app, it's a fucking dating app, okay? It's not an app to just take pictures with your friends. No, it's a dating app. And if you use it the right way, you can date girls from there consistently. And that's what I do as well. And online, you also have Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, all these apps. I can use these apps as a supplement, sorry. I can use these apps as a supplement, but it's not that great. Instagram is even better. And then social circle. I mean, you're going to have to learn how to create your own events, how to network with the right people, and really scale that network and build your entourage. You have to build your entourage and attract high quality people through that. So cold approach, online, social circle. And all these systems that I'm going to show you, they're basically real life, like social hacking systems. Like right now, we're social hackers. Like whether you know it or not, if you're on this call, you're a social hacker, literally, because you're hacking this skill of like you actually attracting people to you and attracting women and getting dates and all of that. 99% of guys, they're clueless about it. They don't even know this exists. They don't even know this type of systems exist. They just think it's just natural for people to have them. They don't think like you can actually hack this skill. So we're literally social hackers here, where like there's a glitch in the matrix where you can have the cheat codes to getting dates, literally. And that's what I've done myself. I've learned the cheat codes and I practiced those cheat codes, and now I know what to do. And this is literally my Instagram. Like my Instagram, almost every single day, I get DMs from girls. I get a lot of replies. It's always like girls texting me, stuff like that, because I've put an online presence in place that generates a lot of attention. Now, you can follow me on Instagram, by the way, if you haven't yet. I have 2 Instagrams. And a gift for me, I'm going to give you a gift as well if you're on this call right now, is that if you follow me and you post a story of you taking a story, you being in this webinar, and you tag me, you have to tag me, because if you don't tag me, I can't see it. So you follow me, you put a story of you being on this webinar and you tag me, I'm going to give you my book, Playboy Secrets, for free. Literally, I swear to God, I'm going to give you my book, Playboy Secrets, for free. It's like 47 euros right now. 47 euros for free if you tag me, if you post a story and you actually put it. Okay, so tag me on Instagram if you want the book. I guarantee you I'm going to send you the link after the webinar. And I always keep my word. If you tag me on your story, I'm going to repost it and I'm going to send you my book, Playboy Secrets, for free. So just take a story. Okay, so now let's dive into the systems. So first system, as I said, so if I come back to this graph, okay, this graph, first thing is cold approach and cold approach system. Sorry, that's the first thing, cold approach. Okay, you see it there. So in terms of cold approach, that's the first system. I want you guys to master cold approach, master the ability to walk up to any girl, be able to chit chat with her for a few minutes and get a date consistently, right? That's the art of seduction. That's real life seduction. Online seduction is not real seduction, by the way. Like online seduction, like you texting a girl on Tinder and swiping, that's not seduction. That's like some easy, cheap solution, like just swipe and then text. That's not seduction. Seduction happens in real life. Real seduction happens in real life. There's no question about it. So you have to learn how to seduce women in real life, because even if you text a beautiful woman online and you plan a date with her, you need to have the conversational skills and the verbal systems, etc., to make her attracted on the date. If she agrees to come to see you in real life, you have to have the skills. You have to need those seduction skills, right? So I'm sure you guys are seeing some beautiful women passing by in your daily life. You see women all the time. You see women at the gym. You see women at the grocery store. You see women, I don't know, like at the airport. It doesn't matter where, but for some reason, you're having trouble approaching them, or you're having trouble converting them into a potential sexual partner. Like maybe right now you're actually approaching, but you don't know how to turn the conversation like romantic, how to actually make it sexual, how to actually make her attractive. So I see a lot of guys who are good at approaching, but they're bad at converting, and vice versa. I see a lot of guys who are bad at approaching and good at converting. So there's a lot of things like that. But you have to understand, like you have to master cold approach. You have to master the art and science of high status conversational skills, right? So approaching women is the first step, but the second step is creating a connection through the conversation, right? And without having a clear verbal structure, because you need to have that verbal structure and you need to understand the steps, you're just going to rely on luck in the conversation. Like a lot of guys, they just go with the flow in the conversation, which is good. You need a minimum of that. Like the conversation doesn't have to be scripted, by the way. When I say a verbal structure, I'm not saying you need to be scripted. I'm saying like you need to learn how to conduct your conversation in a way that leads to the close, right? So you can improvise. You can always improvise. Like people are different. You need to improvise, but you need to have that structure, because otherwise you don't know the next steps. You're always like, yeah, you can't be one step ahead. And I want you guys to be one step ahead. I want you guys to be like almost like a chess player. You can anticipate moves in advance. Like if the girl says this, well, like a chess player, you can do this move in advance. Like, you can do this move already. Like, you know already that if she says this, okay, I'm going to make this move already. I'm going to move my bishop there, or I'm going to move my rook there. And you know already, like, the dating matrix, like, you understand the conversation matrix, right? So they say that only dead fish go with the flow. And I think that's true. Dead fish, they go with the flow in the conversation and with women. If you go with the flow all the time, like, you're not going to get the fucking results. You're going to get average girls, mediocre results, right? So if you want to get consistent and predictable results, you need to have verbal systems. You need to have a structure to what you do, right? And I'm not saying you need to have pickup lines. These are not about pickup lines. I'm saying like real structure, okay? And now myself, personally, I spent more than 8 years learning, implementing, and refining all these systems. And as I said, they're not pickup lines. They're conversational structures, and they're based on evergreen communication principles. Like those communication principles that you're going to learn, They're evergreen. You can use them even in business, in sales. Those psychological understandings, they can't be outdated, right? And that's what I want to teach you guys. Okay, and that's the system that allowed me to date some of the most beautiful women in the world. Like all these girls, literally, like these girls, without these systems, I don't think I would have gotten laid with them. Most of them, you know, it's just like, or I would have waited like too long, or I would have screwed it up at some point. So you need to have a system. Yeah, you can see my book here, Playboy Secrets. I'll offer you my book if you tag me on my story. That book, I'm going to offer it to you. Now, each woman is unique. So each woman is different. You need to, although you need to have like a conversational structure, you need to improvise, as I said as well. You need to learn how to like improvise on the spot and be like free flow, like free flow in the conversation. That's also a skill that you can learn, right? But the verbal systems are going to give you predictability, consistency in your results, right? So that's one thing. So as I said, these are basically real life social hacking systems, and these verbal systems that I teach are gonna really make you like they're gonna make you a beast. They're gonna make you a monster with women. Like you're gonna understand exactly like the whole conversational matrix. Like when a girl says this, like you know what to do already. You understand already what the next step is. So you have to learn how to demonstrate your value properly. You have to learn how to flirt and escalate smoothly. You have to learn frame control. You have to learn how to sexualize properly, how to close the deal properly. You have to learn how to build attraction, build investment, how to build compliance. Like all these skills, you have to learn them. Okay, and these high status communication skills are going to tremendously it's going to make you a lot of money. Like this is why I call that like the $1 million mouthpiece. Because once you have those skills, you can fucking sell better, communicate better, negotiate a raise at your job. A lot of my clients, they negotiated raises at their jobs, and sometimes they got the raise. Sometimes not, to be honest. Not everyone gets a raise, but a lot of guys, if they do what I tell them and they understand the persuasion principles, they can get a raise. They can fucking make a lot more money in their marketing, in their business, in everything. Now, the second thing is online systems, messaging, and date setting. So after you master cold approach, you're going to have to master the online part as well, because, you know, a lot of guys, they use like cold approach as a crutch for not knowing what to do things online, and vice versa. A lot of guys use online dating as a crutch for not approaching women in real life. And I don't want you guys to be that way. I don't want you guys to use either one or the other as a crutch for not mastering the other. I want you guys to master both, like cold approach and online systems. Okay, both are important, right? Now, in terms of online systems, right? And stick with me here because I'm going to give you like some high status secrets in terms of online presence. Okay, these are very powerful. So nowadays, first of all, if you don't have a strong online presence, especially Instagram, and if you don't have a social circle that brings you new women, you're always going to be in this rat race or in this grind of you having to approach women constantly. And what I found personally, because I'm an entrepreneur, like I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur, I made a lot of money online. I'm still doing this today. And personally, I don't have the time to fucking approach girls like all day, like every day. Like I need to have a leverage that's stronger than that. I need to be able to attract women even when I'm sleeping. Like I wanna generate dates even when I'm fucking asleep. When I'm fucking asleep, women are texting me. When I'm fucking asleep, like I got DMs. So you need a strong online presence, right? You need a social circle that brings you new women, and you need a strong online presence. That's what I want, right? Now, do you really think you're going to get the best women on Tinder or on Bumble? Probably not. A lot of women on Bumble and on Tinder, they're low quality, man. Like they're not the highest quality women. The best women, they're on Instagram. The highest quality ones, they're on Instagram. That's where they hang out. Because all these apps like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Badoo, to be honest, they're a bit for peasants. Like it's not the best. Like when women see you on these apps, they immediately categorize you as that guy who's on Tinder. Like, hey, I met this guy on Tinder. He's a Tinder guy. It's not like he's on Instagram and all of that. Instagram is a lot more high value. That's where celebrities DM each other. Like if a celebrity wants to attract another celebrity, they're gonna DM themselves. Like if Justin Bieber wants to date fucking, I don't know, Kylie Jenner or whatever, he's gonna fucking DM her. Like they're gonna DM themselves. Like celebrities, they DM themselves. They're not on Tinder. right? Now, Instagram, that's the best dating and networking app because you can use it for dating, you can use it for networking, you can use it for everything. And the right Instagram presence is going to help you be perceived as attractive, high status, in demand, and that's going to be very powerful. This is one of my clients, Ben. I remember when I started working with him, as you can see, he had like 3K followers. He was getting very low dates. His online presence was a bit shitty, but I worked with him for literally 4 weeks and he got to 40K followers, a lot of great pictures, super professional. And look at his testimonial here. Like he says, I'm getting tons of dates and comically swamped with nines, comically swamped with nines. That's what he said. So that's pretty cool. And Ben, I remember when I started working with him, like he was good looking. He was fucking rich. He was baller rich. He was like making 6-7 figures online, but he still wasn't getting the woman he wanted because his online presence wasn't on point. He didn't know how to leverage it. He didn't have the right system. Right. And you don't need to have thousands of followers, by the way. You don't need to be super rich as well. And you don't need to have crazy looks. Like you can make it work. So let me give you a few secrets about online presence. OK, the first thing, if you take pictures, you need to have the right pictures. So the first secret is like when you take pictures, don't take a lot of pictures with groups, like with you and a lot of people in a group. OK, when you take pictures, like take pictures mainly by yourself, like just yourself in the pictures. And no friends or no cats or no dogs, no family, like just yourself. Second thing is when you take a picture, don't look directly at the camera. Like you have to be perceived as the hero of your own movie, but like almost in a third perspective type of way. Like you're the actor in a movie. And so you don't look at the camera. Like when an actor is in a movie, he's fucking playing the movie. He's not looking at the camera. The camera is filming him, but he's not fucking looking at the camera unless it's part of the script. But you want to look away from the camera, like don't look directly at the camera. That's what we call in media res. Okay, in editing terms, it's called in media res. And you want to always look away from the camera when you take pictures. Second thing, no selfies. Okay, I see a lot of people doing selfies in their car, in their toilets, or selfie in front of the mirror. I see a lot of guys doing like half naked selfies, like of them flexing their chest or flexing their biceps in front of the mirror. That's bullshit. Okay, no selfies. Take pictures of you in high status environments, no selfies, look away from the camera, no one else in the photo. The photo have to be color graded. If you want a professional looking account, you need to color grade them. So just use a free app. Okay, you can use Snapseed, you can use Vesco, you can use all these apps for free. And then your photos must be in a high status environment. Like go to some of the best spots in your city. What are some of the fanciest restaurants or clubs or hotels or any spot? Take pictures there. Like this was me, for example, in Thailand last year. Last year I was in Thailand. We went to Koh Phi Phi. It's an island near, not far from Koh Samui and Phuket. And it was great. You know, that's a high status environment. Like that's a desirable location. Now you don't need to be in Thailand. You don't need to be in fucking Bali. You can be in fucking whatever the area in your city. Just go to a cool place with a cool background and take a cool shot there. You know, but there's ways to do it. Okay, I'm just scratching the surface here, but there's a lot more nuances. Okay, but I'm just giving you a few pointers here. Now, your Instagram presence is going to help you, as I said, be perceived as attractive, high status, etc. But obviously, you also need to have the right texting skills, because without you texting them, they're not going to fucking go on a date with you, even if you have the best online presence ever, right? You need to learn how to text them. So that's one thing. So with my Instagram system, as I said, I get at least 10 hot girls. I mean, not every day, because I don't necessarily do it every day. I'm a bit exaggerating here. I don't get like 10 hot girls DMing me every day. Like sometimes I don't get any DMs, but sometimes I get a lot of messages. But what's good is I don't need to wait for them to DM me. Like I'm the one DMing them as well. Like that's how it works. Like on Instagram, you have to be the proactive force. On Instagram, like don't wait for women to come and DM you. Yes, you can have women DMing you if you have a nice online presence. But myself, what I do is I DM them with the right message, with the right texting skills, and I generate dates on demand, no matter where I am. Okay, no matter where I am, I can go literally tomorrow. I can go to Arizona or tomorrow. I can go to Bali or any city in the world, and I know how to get a date in a matter of hours. In a matter of hours, I can open my Instagram, chit chat a few girls, get dates on demand, because I've done it so many times, and because my online presence is on point, right? So that's what I want to say. And I've been traveling the world for over, to over like not even 20 plus countries, 30 plus countries. I mean, with Norway, I'm going to Norway next week. It's going to be 38 precisely, 38 countries for the past 3 years. I mean, more than 3 years actually, because yeah, in my childhood I've traveled a lot too. And all these systems, they work everywhere. Okay, all these systems like the texting skills, the Instagram, the cold approach, that works everywhere. That's evergreen. Okay, with a Wi-Fi and your phone, you can get dates everywhere from Instagram. And there's an online messaging system to it, by the way. There's an online messaging system. I can't really reveal everything here, obviously. That's going to be in another webinar or in another class. But I have an online messaging system that allows me to convert women from not knowing me, not giving a shit about me, to actually them chasing me through the DMs. Okay, I have a lot of girls in the beginning. They were a bit skeptical, but then I texted them and like directly date. And sometimes I even like pull them directly to my place after a few minutes of talking to them. Many times I was talking to girls like for 10, 15, 20 minutes on Instagram. And then directly I proposed the drink at my place and they came to my place directly. That's how powerful these systems are. Now, number three is social circle. Okay, that's the third system you need to master, social circle. Networking, right? Because dating and having sex with multiple women, that's cool. I love it. I love having sex with multiple women and etc. However, okay, and you need to also build a social circle in the long run. And here's why. Here's why you need to do it, okay? The reason why is because you can either have a top-down approach to dating or you can have a bottom-up approach to dating. Now, the bottom-up approach to dating, okay, here's the bottom-up approach to dating. So the bottom-up approach is you run around the mall, you talk to plenty of girls in the mall, like a fucking rat. You're a fucking rat running around the mall, trying to get some cheese, get some cheese out there, like a rat. And you spend 3 hours a day at the mall. You're on Snapchat, you're on Tinder, sending a lot of swiping and stuff, and you're praying to get a match. That's the bottom up. Like that's the grind. That's the rat race of dating. The rat race of dating is you having to cold approach every day, go on Snapchat, go on Tinder, hope to get a date. That's bullshit. I want you guys to transition at some point to having a top-down approach where you have a cool social circle, you have cool female friends or girls that you can leverage, you have cool connections, you're organizing parties, organizing events, and you're able to have a lifestyle that attracts women to you. Instead of you having to always do the grind work and DM and cold approach, no, you can also have women come to you and be in the right environments, right? That's the top-down approach. I want you guys to have that too, okay? So a lot of people out there, they only talk about day game, night game, day game, whatever. That's fine, okay? I'm not against day game, whatever. But you also want to have social circle, okay? You also want to build a social circle, because that's how you really position yourself as super high status in your city. Imagine having powerful connections in your city, having access to some of the best events, best venues, having access to the highest quality women in your city, and being surrounded by cool guys, like cool entrepreneurs, cool people that you can really be friends with, like in the long run, right? That's what it's about, right? As well. It's not just about running around the mall and trying to get a date. No, it's also about like having this status in your city, right? And you want to be able to retain women through that, right? You need to have a vibrant social life as well. That's part of being a high status guy, right? So that's very, very important, because women, they want a guy who is in demand, both sexually and socially. Like they want a man who, women want men that other women desire and other men admire. So you have to be that type of guy that is desired by other women, but also respected by other guys. Like she needs to see that you have cool friends around, that you have a tribe around you, right? So building a social circle is one of the best things you can do to multiply your opportunities and have a lot more options. And to also like free yourself up from, like, you can free yourself from all the grind of like you having to DM and cold approach all the time. You see what I mean? And when I show up to a nightclub with like 4 of my female friends in the back of a limo, there's power to that. Like when I go to a club with like female friends and a good social circle and a good setup, I can attract women a lot more easily than me going to the club by myself with no friends, right? Like, it's not the same, right? How easy do you think it is for me to pull a girl if I already have a lot of girls around me, right? It's the easiest thing in the world, right? So that's why I want you guys to also learn how to leverage that. Okay, you need a social circle system. This is one of the systems that I teach inside some of the things that I do. But a social circle system is super important. You need to create weekly events. You need to have a fucking thing set up. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so there's only 5 things that matter for your dating success starting right now. Okay, the first thing is you're going to need to build your sexual market value in all areas of your life. Okay, so I want you guys, as I said, to become gatherers of resources. I want you guys to gather social resources, intellectual resources, financial resources. I want you guys to start improving yourself in every area, because your sexual market value is ultimately going to determine what type of quality you get as well. Like, if you want to attract top tier women, there's no way around it. You have to become a top tier man as well. Now, the second thing, you're going to have to strengthen your frame, your vision, your purpose, your worldview. Very, very important, because as we said, everything starts with yourself. Third thing is you're going to have to learn how to approach and DM women consistently and talk to them consistently the right way with the right systems. And then fourth, you need to get dates and pull them home and actually learn how to convert these dates into sexual opportunities. And then the fifth thing is you need to learn how to grow your social circle, expand your network, etc. Right? And the triangle of success with women, elite success with women, is, first of all, you have a high value lifestyle, a high sexual market value. You know how to cold approach consistently. You have the seduction skills. That's the first thing. On top of that, you're able to leverage your online presence with a cool Instagram with like the right stuff in it. And then on top of that, to complete the triangle, you have like a crazy social circle, a network, and that's how you're at the top. If you do these 3 things, you're going to be at the top of the top. Okay. So those are the 3 things. Now, this is not over. So, I mean, so far we've covered a lot of ground. Okay, we've covered a lot of things. It's been almost an hour and a half. So, congrats for those who stayed so far. So, I want to ask you this first of all. Like, are you happy you came to this session today? Because it's not over, and I just want to know: did you guys learn something? Okay, did you guys learn something? Did you guys? Yeah, are you guys happy? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yes, Alex says yes. Okay, yes. Great. I'm glad you guys are learning. Okay, I hope you guys feel more comfortable a bit with the next steps to take with your dating life, and I hope you guys understand like the crazy advantage that you guys have. Okay, because even if you use just a portion of what I've shared and just a portion of these understandings, you're going to be ahead. Like, you're going to be a lot more ahead. So now, would you like to hear how we can take it even further from there, and how you can literally like 10x your results in the next 8 weeks? Like, do you guys want to know how you can 10x your results in the next 8 weeks? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you want to 10x your, yes, of course. Okay, great. So let's get into it, guys. So here's how to get there fast. Okay. So there's 2 options when it comes to learning anything. Okay. Either you're going to walk the minefield kind of blind. You're going to try to do it by yourself without any proper training, without any feedback. You're going to spend a lot of time trying to figure this shit out. Okay. And that's what I did in the beginning. In the beginning, I was fucking grinding. I was learning, reading all the books, trying to go out by myself. It was fucking horrible. A lot of headaches. Yeah. And I used to do it in isolation. I didn't have any mentor or any wingman, and that's not good. And you're going to lose a lot of opportunities like that. Now, if you really want to get there, the best way is to get a proven system. And it took me a few months to realize this, but in this area, like the dating area, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, everything is already there. And when you have the right systems, very easy to leverage those systems to get dates. So if you have to give yourself every advantage possible, because the only resource that you don't have, that is finite, the only resource that is finite is your time. If you waste your time, it's never going to get back. You're never going to get your time back, right? You're never going to get your time back. So you need to have the right systems quickly, get accountability, get support, have the right wingman, and then take it from there, right? Now, how old are you right now? Comment it in the chat. How old are you right now? I just want to know, how old are you right now? What's the age range? Okay, so Arian says 30, 30, 26, 40, 28. Okay, we have an average of like, I'd say we have an average of 25 to 30 here. Okay, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a really great age. So here's the thing, man. Your life is divided into 4 quarters. Like there's 4 different things. Like you're 25, then you're fucking 50, you're 75, then you're dead. Now, the only window through which you can really work on this, like really well, is this window. Like 25 to 50, like 25 to 50, that's the real, like I'd say 20 to 50, okay? 20 to 50, that's the real window where you can really learn this shit. Like after 50, it gets harder. After 60, it gets even harder. After 70, is impossible to learn this shit. I mean, it's gonna be very hard. So that's the real window. At the end of the day, like we only have so many red blocks. Like you see those red blocks here on this image, those represent like months in your life. If you live till 80, you have like around 900 of those red blocks, like 900 of these squares there. And some of you, if you're in your 30s right now, you consumed almost half of these squares. So you don't have the rest of your life ahead of you. You have what's left of it. That's the reality. You have what's left of it. You don't know when you're going to die. So the best thing is to actually learn these systems. And what I'm about to show you is literally like disrupting the dating industry right now, because we've rarely seen that many results. And this is really like, I'm not saying this to brag, but with the right systems, you can really get results quickly. So I want to introduce you to something. If you're really serious about getting those results and getting to the next level, I want to introduce you to some of my clients. I remember a guy, Jay, he said to me, like, man, your program, your systems, like they're the Rolls Royce of dating programs. Like you guys are the Harvard of dating. And that's what I like to think Higher Self Circle is. It's kind of the Harvard of dating. Like I'm really looking to be the Harvard where like this is the place to be, right? Now, here's the thing. If you want to learn this thing, basically my program, the Dating Accelerator, is going to be the best thing for you, man. I mean, I'm not trying to I'm trying to be cash with you guys. Like either you're going to fumble by yourself and you're going to try to learn this shit by yourself, or you're going to have actually a system that is predictable. And I've actually refined my program a lot, like now through the months. It's been like 4 or 5 years that I've been building this program. And it's not like I come up with 10 different programs every year. I only sell one thing, guys. I only have one thing that I offer, the Dating Accelerator program. You know why? Because I focus on the one thing. I want to make this one thing the best thing. And so that's why I got so many results, and that's why where I am today. Now, the Dating Accelerator, here's how it works, okay? And this is for you if you really want to get to the next level. So we're going to go through a transformation together. If right now you have no dating life, or you have very few dates, or it's not consistent, I'm going to get you to a point where you have an abundant dating life, you have predictable systems, you have 3+ dates a month, okay? With not 3+ dates, a fucking year, 3+ dates a month, okay? Every single month you have opportunities. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So here's how this works. First of all, you're going to have access to a members only portal with videos and resources. Like every week, you're going to be able to watch all the videos, all the resources. And here's what we're going to cover. So week 1, we're going to cover how to unveil what I call the Playboy reality. So I'm going to show you everything you need to learn about female psychology. I'm going to show you how to position yourself the proper way in the dating market. I'm going to show you how to weaponize your attention with women so that instead of you chasing them, I'm going to show you how to make them chase you. Okay, in week 2, I'm going to show you how to craft your new character, how to actually master your dark forces and transcend into the type of man who can get those results consistently. Because for some of you, it's not just about the systems. You need to change internally to get the results. Like a lot of you need to change internally. The external stuff is not going to work if you don't do the inner work too. So in week 2, I'm going to show you how to actually transcend your character and get to a place where you can really embody the type of guy who can get those results consistently. Now, week 3, it gets more interesting. So week 3, we're going to cover the bulletproof approach system. So the bulletproof approach system is basically a system that allows you to approach women consistently without relying on some gimmick or doing some bullshit or some sleazy, slimy shit. No, I'm going to show you how to actually approach women consistently in a high value way, in a direct way, and get dates consistently from cold approach. Okay, so this is going to be an extremely valuable skill set that you're going to learn. I'm also going to show you in week 3 the whole body language stuff. So how to have the right vocal projection, vocal tonality, body posture, body movement, because 93% of communication is nonverbal. It's not just what you say, it's also how you say things. Now, week 4, we're going to cover what I call the $1 million mouthpiece. So we're going to cover how to demonstrate high value properly, how to escalate, build attraction, flirt, sexualize, frame control. We're going to cover everything. You're going to know exactly in week 4. You're going to be like a chess player in week 4. You're going to know moves ahead, what to do in the conversation, step by step, the whole structure, right? Now, week 5, we're going to cover how to close the deal. So how to close the deal from a date, or how to close the deal from a nightclub setting. If you go to a nightclub, I'm going to show you how to pull girls from a nightclub. I'm going in a nightclub in an hour. In about an hour, I'm going to a nightclub here with some friends, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to some girls. I'm going to follow my system, very easy. Pull girls to my place, have a great time. And I do it consistently because I know what to do now. Now, week 6, you're going to have the online system. So exactly how to get consistent dates online, like 1, 2, 3 dates online with Instagram, how to text them, how to funnel them into your profile, everything. Then week 7, we're going to cover how to retain women, because it's one thing to obtain women, but it's another thing to retain women. So how to retain them properly. And then week 8, finally, we're going to cover social circle and networking. Because as I said, I want you guys to have a top-down approach to dating rather than a bottom-up approach. Because if you keep doing that bottom-up approach too long, there's going to be something missing, man. You need to have the social circle as well. You need to learn how to do it. So here's how it works, basically. As I said, you have basically a members portal. Like, you're going to have a members area with access to the course. Every week, you can watch the videos. I'm going to share my screen in a couple of minutes with the actual course, how it looks like as well. But you have the course, and then you have weekly calls. So every Wednesday, you can join a weekly call where you can ask all your questions. I'm going to hold you accountable. We're going to expand on some deeper nuances as well. You're going to learn everything every week. Okay. And so in this program, you're going to learn exactly how to position yourself as a top tier man, how to understand female psychology, all the systems you need to attract and date high quality women consistently, how to retain women, and how to systemize everything. And that's how Ayman, one of my clients, he went from 3 dates a year to 3 dates a month consistently. And he's a surgeon, by the way. He's a surgeon, and he's pretty high status. And back in the day when I met him, like, he couldn't even get like 1 date. Now he's getting like 3 dates a month consistently. This guy, what's his name again? Lars from Copenhagen. Okay, he's getting 5 dates consistently every month. And all of my clients, who actually go through the program and take action, they're getting 3 dates lined up every week. They're getting threesomes. They're getting fucking, dates whenever they want. They don't need to think about it. They know what to do now. And if you had to take a dating coach, if you had to hire a dating coach, they say it's about, like, if you go on Google and you type in like cost of a dating coach, it's like $13,000, the cost of a dating coach. But don't worry, it's not going to be that way. Now, I'm going to show you in a few minutes, but as a bonus, what I want to say is, if you take the accelerator today, I'm going to show you right now. If you take it today, what I'm going to give you is, I'm going to give you bonus number 1, higher self-mastery. This is a program on health, wealth, relationships, spirituality. There are 60 modules in this program on health, spirituality, and all of that. So not only are you going to master success with women and understand all the systems, but you're also going to understand exactly what you need to do with your health, with your habits, with understanding psychology, everything. Okay. And another thing is, you're going to have lifetime access to the circle. So the circle is our mastermind group. So we have a group on Telegram. You guys know Telegram probably. And on Telegram, we have a group with guys all over the world. We have guys from the US, Canada, Europe. And every day inside the group, we talk about business, we talk about money, we talk about dating. So it's a real community. It's not just like some group on fucking Slack or on some app, on some Facebook group. No, this is like a Telegram group where you can talk to me directly. You can literally ask a question in the group directly, and I can reply to you in a few minutes, right? That's how powerful this is, okay? So you get the course, you get higher self-mastery, you get the lifetime access to the circle, right? Which is our membership. And by the way, we have a monthly call every month with the membership as well. So not only do you get a weekly call with the course, but you get also a monthly call with the circle membership for life. That's crazy, for life. I'm saying for life. And then you get 12 months of to weekly calls, etc. I mean, that's already what I said. Okay, you get accountability calls. Okay, so after those 8 weeks, you're going to be certified. You're going to receive a special certification called the Playboy certification. So you're going to become a certified Playboy because you went through the whole curriculum, and you're going to know exactly what to do after those 8 weeks. And literally, guys, like today, you're literally one decision away from changing your life forever. I mean, you're so close to the goal. You're six inches away from goal. Like you came to this webinar, you attended all this webinar, you know exactly how I can help you, and you know that these systems are going to help you. So you're literally one decision away from changing everything, from changing the game for you. So I'm going to show you right now my offer, okay? And this is not just about girls. This is going to help you as well with everything, okay? So let's get into it. So what you get, as I said, is you get 8 weeks of guided coaching on the whole system through the Dating Accelerator. You get weekly action items with step-by-step instructions, lifetime access to the circle, lifetime access to the course, my bonus program, Higher Self Mastery. And so that's a total value of 13,000 euros if you had to get all of that in a normal time, okay? In a normal time, that would be like all of that, honestly, compounded over the rest of your life. That's going to be 13,000 euro of value minimum. But what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to do it for 997 only. And not even that, I was just kidding. It's going to be for attendees only is only going to be 697 euros only. So let me show you. I'm going to show you what you get right now. 1 second. I'm just going to share my screen right now. Let me share this. Yeah. So basically, this is what you get. Okay. This is the course you get. So every week you can watch the videos. You can basically literally like click here. This is one video of week 1, becoming the ultimate prize. And that's only 697. Like for all of this, like the videos, access to the circle, all my systems, accountability calls every week. Like literally every week, every Wednesday, we're going to sit together and I'm going to answer your questions every Wednesday. And so that's the one-time offer for you guys, for all of you, to reward you to be here and to get you to the next level. So here's the link. I'm going to drop the link right now inside the chat. I just dropped the link inside the chat. Okay. And for the first 15 people who are going to take this offer right now, for the first 15 people, I'm gonna offer like a quick 15-minute call as well to congratulate you and to make sure you get all the next steps as well. So for everybody who signs up, not only do you get, you know, the full course, which is going to completely transform your dating life, you're going to get access to the circle, you're going to get access to Higher Self Mastery. This is Higher Self Mastery, by the way. 1 second. Where is Higher Self Mastery? I'm going to go into my products. By the way, you're going to have a library like this. Okay. You're going to have this library. And in the library, you're going to have all these products. Okay. And you're going to have Higher Self Mastery, which is a program on health, mindset, spirituality, all of that. Okay. You're going to get that as a bonus. This is a bonus program. Okay. This program alone is worth 1,000 euros. This program alone is 1,000 euros. Okay, and you get this one as well. Obviously, the Data Accelerator is the main thing. So go click the link right now. Go in the chat, click the link. I'm gonna put the link right now. Here's the link inside the chat. Okay, it's just for you guys. Okay, so right now you're gonna save thousands of euros if you take the program right now. And I'm gonna personally do a quick call for the first 15 people. So the first 15 people who sign up, I'm going to do a quick call with them to make sure they get all the next steps. As soon as you join the circle, I'm going to contact you and we're going to do a quick call together. So go check it out. I just sent you the link right now. Okay, go check it out. I'm just sending the link now. Let me check. What do we got? Yeah, so do you guys have any questions? Let's dive into the questions, okay? Do you guys have any questions about the program? Okay, because right now, as I said, if you want to get to the next level, this is it, guys. This is it. You're not going to have another opportunity like this. You know, this is one of the few times in your life where you have to be decisive, and you have to understand that if you want to get to the next level, you're going to have to invest in yourself. Now, here's my guarantee to you guys. I have a guarantee. So I promise you that when you follow the process and you use our systems, etc., after the 8 weeks and after you take action, I promise you, you're going to be able to get at least 3 dates a month. Like 3 dates a month is nothing. That's less than 1 date a week. Like 3 dates a month, that's nothing. That's nothing. You can get easily like even 1 or 2 dates a week at least after you go through the program. So my guarantee is that we're going to keep working with you and we're going to give you your money back. Like, honestly, if you're not satisfied with the program within the first like 15 days, if you feel like this is not for you, I will fucking give you a refund, because I know this program is going to help you. Okay. And as I said, I'm going to offer a personal 15-minute call to the first 15 people who join the program today. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, do you guys have any questions about the program? Do you guys understand? So Stefan says, possible to pay split into 8 payments. No, we don't do 8 payments. So minimum, so it's maximum three payments on the payment plan. So if you click on the link, you can split the 697. No, actually the 697, you can only split them in 2 times. But I have another link with 997 where you can split it in 3 times. So yeah, it's either 697 one time or 397 2 times. Okay, that's what it is. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is it. This is the program. I showed you guys everything. This is what's really going to take you to the next level. And as I said, like, if you really want to get to the next level, there's no other way. Like, you're not going to learn this shit by yourself, by watching YouTube videos and reading books, okay? Like, you need more than that. You need accountability. You need feedback. And what's money good for anyways? Like, your money that's sitting on your bank account, it's literally depreciating every fucking month, right? Like, this money is going to be spent anyway in the next 12 months, you know? So, you know, like, this money that you have, like, anyways, you're going to have to invest it at some point. Stefan says, when are you coming to Oslo? And what's the plan there? So I'm coming to Oslo next week from the 28th to the 1st of May for a boot camp. The plan there is to have a fucking boot camp. We're going to go out every day with my clients. I'm going to help them with everything and all of that. So anyways, in terms of the program, guys, you know, you're gonna pay for it anyways. The question is, do you want to pay for the program with your time and spend yours trying to figure out everything? Or do you want to invest a little bit of money today and actually learn this shit once and for all? You know, because, you know, this program, you're going to buy it whether or not. Like, either you're going to put time, you're going to just like waste your time fumbling around, and after a few years, maybe you're going to figure this shit out, or you invest in yourself and you learn that, right? That's what it is. So so you have to make that trade-off today, and today you're committing to your success, and I'm here for you. Like, once you enroll in the program, I'm going to be here for you all step of the way. Like, I'm going to be here, I'm going to help you. We're going to have the accountability calls every week, right? So the truth in life is that you either pay with time or you pay with money, and money is replenishable. Like, you can get money back, it doesn't matter, but time isn't replenishable. And the problem is, like, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're not going to get the results you want. Like, you have to fucking change something, right? And the reason why I've been able to move so quickly through my life is because I'm consistently buying other people's mistakes. That's the secret. Like, you know, back when I was 18, 19, I was like a broke student. I was still investing in courses and stuff like that. I was in the red because I knew that this was going to pay off, and I was buying people's time. I was buying people's mistakes, right? Like, only a fool would trade all his time instead of money. Only a fool would do that, because time is never going to go back, man. Like, how much, you know, I'm going to ask you something, but, you know, like, if you, I mean, you know, if imagine you were like 50, 60 or something like that, like, how much money would you give to be able to come back to your actual age? Like, if you were 60 or 70 on your deathbed, how much money would you think you would give back to fucking come back to your age right now watching this webinar? If you're in your 20s, your 30s, like, these years of your life, they're never going to go back. And you're going to look back in your at your life in like your 60s or 70s, and you're going to be like, fuck, I wish I did this before. I wish I invested in myself before. And let me know, like, what are you guys, you know, for some of you, I see that, one second, there's George who signed up. Congrats, George, by the way. Congrats on signing up. There's James who signed up. Okay, congrats, guys. But for some of you who didn't sign up yet, like, you know, like, is it because, you know, maybe you don't know me, maybe you have something you're thinking about? Is it the money? I just want to know, some of you guys, like, what are some of the things that are blocking you from investing in yourself. Because, you know, at the end of the day, like you have to, some of you have to stop making money the excuse for not advancing in life. Like a lot of guys say, oh, I don't have the money, oh, I don't have that. But really, like you have to look back and think, okay, what's stopping me right now? Because this is what's going to help you. Okay, money. Mark says money. Okay, well, you can, yeah, well, you can split the payment in 2 times, Mark. That's the thing. You can split the payment in 2 times. Sub $100 in one thing. Okay, some of you are broke. Yeah, if you're broke, then you have to work on your finances and make more money. But one guy says in the chat, one guy says, oh, I'd rather invest in crypto. And look, if you invest $100 or $600 in crypto, even if the crypto makes like a 20% increase, like there's a 20% increase in the value of that crypto, if you invest those $600, you would only get like maybe $800, not even. That's nothing. But if you invest in yourself right now in this program, well, not only are you going to have the success you want with women, you're going to be a way better communicator, you're going to become a higher quality guy, and you're going to be able to make a lot more money in the long run. Plus, for some of you who want to make money, inside the circle, inside my mastermind, we talk about money all the time. Like this program is going to teach you about money too. We talk about money. We share a lot of money advice, business advice. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna talk about money. Okay. Stefan says, where can you sign up for your boot camps and how does that work? Well, contact me or go on my website, higherselfcircle.com. Yeah, exactly. Joseph says, guys, if we knew better, we would do better. Yeah, exactly. You know, if you guys knew better, you would do better. And with the right systems, like you're gonna know what to do. Okay. Like all these girls that I'm showing you, these girls, for example, like a few years ago, it was my dream. It was my dream to live a dating life like I live now. And I was exactly at the same spot as you. I was a bit broke. I didn't have necessarily a business, or maybe I had a bit of money, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the systems. And by investing in myself, I learned the right shit. And now I'm able to teach this and able to do this with you guys. So look, we have literally every single week, I receive, you know, testimonials, success stories, guys who, you know, they went from having no dates to having like 3 dates a week, guys who didn't have any social circle. Now they're getting, you know, a crazy social circle and they're able to create events. Like every single week I receive testimonials like that. And this is not a coincidence. Like success leaves clues, guys. Success leaves clues. And if you guys want to get to the next level, there's not going to be a better time. There's never going to be a better time. Like the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. It's today. Today you have to make that investment. Welcome, Ahmed. Ahmed says, thank you, Limo. See you in another webinar. What do you say about the bootcamp? Yeah, man, the bootcamp, first of all, if you can't even invest inside the Dating Accelerator program, I don't even want you in my bootcamp, because all the guys who are in the bootcamps, they go through the Dating Accelerator first. So if you're not inside the Dating Accelerator, I don't even want you in my bootcamp, because what's going to happen is you're going to come on bootcamp. You're not going to know what systems you can have, and you're not going to know what I teach. And so I'm going to have to fucking re-explain everything to you on the bootcamp. It's not going to be enjoyable. So I want you guys to go through the Data Accelerator first and then come on bootcamp. You know, if you didn't go through the Data Accelerator, you're not entitled yet to a bootcamp. So bootcamp is later. Now the Data Accelerator is the best thing for you. Okay, start with the Data Accelerator, invest in yourself today, start doing the right thing. And from then on, I will help you with the bootcamp. If you want to come on bootcamp later, I'll help you. Okay, so that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, really, you have to pay this cover charge, guys. Like, I can't make this course free. You know, I wish I could make this course free, but if I made this course free, let's say this course was free, 99% of you wouldn't value it. You know, like, we don't value what's free. Like, people who pay attention. And you have to, and the thing is, we also want high quality people. So it's kind of a filter. Like, I can't allow anybody inside the circle. Inside the circle, there's a lot of cool guys, a lot of guys who are really serious. They have like real thriving businesses. They're really working on this like the right way. And so I can't allow everybody inside the circle. I can only allow people who invest in themselves. And so the reason why I charge, a few €100 or multiple €1,000 in some of my programs is because I want to weed out the wrong people. I don't want to work with people who are fucking not willing to invest a few €100 in themselves, right? So that's the reason why, like, in our world, like, price is a filter. Like, I'm just filtering you guys. I'm literally on this webinar to talk to the guys who are serious about this. Like, for the guys who aren't serious, for the guys who are spectators here, that's fine. Keep being a spectator, but you're not going to get there. I want you guys to really understand this, okay? So that's one thing. Now, let me ask you something. What is the worst thing that could happen if you invest? Like, let's say you invest those few €100. Yes, I mean, might hurt a little bit if you're broke, but nothing bad is going to happen. Like, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to connect with the right people. I'm going to connect you with wingmen all over the world. You can start dating women instead of being stuck. You're going to waste a lot more time and energy into this dating thing because you'll know what to do. And so that's the worst thing that's going to happen. And the best thing that's going to happen is not only that, but you're going to make a lot more money. I can help you with business. You can build your social circle even more. You can travel the world. Like, only good things can happen. Investing in yourself is the highest investment you can make. Like, investing in crypto or investing in some stock or investing in some bullshit like that, that's really not gonna necessarily help you that much. Like, even if the crypto goes up a lot, like, unless it goes up 1,000% or something, it's gonna make you a couple dozen bucks, a couple $100 maximum. So man, the best investment is in yourself. And the biggest risk you can take is not taking any risk. That's a quote by Mark Zuckerberg. And I like this quote. Like, the biggest risk you can take is not taking any risk. Like, in our world, like, as I said, the dating market is changing very quickly. If you don't have the right strategies, you're going to stay stuck with the wrong women. You're going to stay stuck and you're going to fucking, date some average fatty feminist. And then you're going to wonder why. So this is the time, guys. If you want to have exceptional outcomes, you have to engage in exceptional behaviors. If you want to be in the top 1%, you got to have a 1% training, right? Like, if you want to have elite results, you got to have an elite training. There's no way around it. So if you want that elite training for dating, we're the Harvard of dating. Like, right now, this is the Harvard of dating. This is the Rolls Royce of dating programs. If you want to fucking learn this shit, this is it. Okay, the Dating Accelerator program. I've improved the program a lot. I'm still improving it a lot. So this is it. Okay. So yeah. So Sam says, if I have a medical emergency, I can pay for it. I'll fuck with my credit score. Look, if you guys are broke, that's your problem, guys. I can't do anything. What I can do is propose you a payment plan to help you out. But if you guys are broke, yeah, focus on your finances first, man, because in any case, you're not gonna get a lot of success with women if you're constantly worrying about money and you can't even pay your fucking rent. So Theo says, Limo, will you give the PDFs you said? Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So basically, first of all, tag me in your story. That way I can send you the book. So if you put a story and you tag the story that you're on the webinar, I will send you my book. And then in terms of the resources, you're going to receive an email by tomorrow with all the PDFs as well. I compiled an email with like all the attendees, like all of you who attended. You're going to receive an automatic email with all the resources. Or what I can do as well is, one second, I'll drop a link in the chat. I'm going to drop another link in the chat. By the way, guys, one second. Let me drop the link to sign up again. One second. Where's the link? Yeah, so if you want to sign up to the Dating Accelerator, this is your last chance, okay? This is your last chance if you want to sign up. I'm going to keep the promo for a few more hours. This is it, okay? Go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo, okay? Go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. That's how you get in, okay? And I'll see you inside the circle. As soon as you sign up, I'm going to welcome you. You're going to have instant access to the course, to everything. So go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. Now, for the PDFs, I'm just going to send you, Theo, in the chat something. Yeah, I'm going to send you this. okay, I just sent you a link in the chat right now. This is a link with some resources that you can get for free, like my free books on how to approach, how to like some books like that. But as I said, you're going to receive an email with everything as well. And if you tag me in your story, I will give you my book Playboy Secrets for free if you tag me with you being on the webinar. Okay. So guys, I see there's a few people who signed up. That's great. Congrats to you guys, by the way. Congrats, George. Congrats, James. Congrats. Yeah, one transaction failed apparently because there's a guy. Okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, I'll take care of it, John. But yeah, guys. I mean, look, if you wanna to get to the next level, as I said, this is it. I have to run in a few minutes because I'm gonna go out with some friends right now. I have to go. I'm gonna go to a party right now. But if you want to get to the next level, this is it. You know, this is the time to invest in yourself to get to the next level. To be able to finally get the outcomes you want, right? Theo says, okay, thanks. Currently can't afford 700 euro payments, but will invest in the future for sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, in the future, the price is only going to get higher. You know, it's not going to be 697. It's probably going to be 1K or 2K. So in the future, you're not going to see that price again. So if you want to get that price again, if you guys want to secure that price and not pay more in the future, literally save like a few €100, then this is the link. Okay, I just dropped it in the chat. This is the link. go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo, right? And that's the only way you're going to get successful, man. You're not going to get successful by fumbling around by yourself doing the same fucking shit. You're going to have to change something. And different actions, different results. Same actions, same results. That it's normal. You know, like you have to do something different. So make that decision for your bloodline. This is not only for you. Like it's not even just for you guys. Like this is for your fucking bloodline. Like some people think seduction is just about them having sex, but even for the future of your kids, like that's going to help you actually attract a high quality woman to mate with, to marry, to have kids with, right? Like this is literally, you're impacting the future of your legacy here. You know, that's going to determine with whom you're going to have children with. Either you're going to be a chooser or you're going to be a chaser. Most men, they don't have the chance to be a chooser. Most men, they settle. I don't want you guys to be this way. I want you guys to become a chooser. I want you guys to choose the right woman for you because you have the skills to attract her. You have the skills to retain her. You're able to have incredible children with quality women, right? So this is your fucking legacy, guys. This is it. So anyway, I'm going to stay a couple of minutes. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know if you guys have questions. Joseph says, signed up, bro. Congrats, Joseph. I mean, this is going to be life-changing. Congrats again. Congrats, George, again, too. James. Congrats, man. That is going to be life-changing. So you're going to receive an email with all the instructions. All the other guys, too. You're going to receive an email right now. When am I coming to Prague? I'm coming to Prague. I don't know, man. I didn't plan Prague on my schedule, but I want to do a bootcamp in Prague. I've done a bootcamp in Prague back in 2021. If you go to my stories on Instagram, you'll see the Prague highlights on Instagram. 2021, I was in Prague. 2020. Sorry, 2020. Literally 2 months before COVID hit. 2 months before COVID hit, I remember it was February 2020 or January 2020. I forgot. I went to Prague just before the COVID hit. It was great, amazing city. I did a boot camp there back in the day with some of my clients. So I'm gonna do a boot camp in Prague probably. I don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year, but I want to go back there. It was great. The nightlife is great in Prague. So congrats, Joseph. You made the right decision. It's gonna be life changing. I'll welcome you inside the circle too with the others. Congrats. Ariane says, Limo, I don't have an Instagram account. How can I get the free book? You said, I can't give you the free book if you don't tag me in your story, man. You're going to have to get the book, purchase the book. So if you want to purchase my book, you can go directly on my website and get Playboy Secrets. It's like 47 euros or 37 euros. I forgot one of those prices right now. I think the price is a bit higher. So yeah, man, Ariane, I can't give you my book if you don't tag me. I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to buy it. But get yourself an Instagram account because Instagram is super, super important nowadays. So yeah, congrats, Joseph, congrats, George, James, the other people. Guys, like this is the time to sign up, you know, like you see, for example, Joseph, he decided to invest in himself. In 3 months, it's going to be a different person. He's going to have different outcomes, you know, like in 3 months, like you'll see he's going to outpace you. Like all the guys who invested in themselves, they're going to all outpace you. And you guys who didn't invest, you're just going to stay left out with the crumbs with the other people. You're just going to stay stuck again for another 2, 3, 4 months. Here's the thing. The summer is coming. Right now, we're end of April, beginning of May. Like literally in a week or so, we're going to be in May. And the summer starts literally in a month or two. So if you want to get some beautiful women this summer, it's going to be hot. Everybody's going to be out. You're going to go to nightclubs. If you want to pull girls this summer and actually ensure your success, is the best time because you're going to go through these 8 weeks together. And then after those 8 weeks, you're going to know what to do. And then the whole summer, you're going to enjoy the fucking summer like a baller. You're going to be balling with girls. You're going to know exactly what to do. So I want you guys to be that way this summer. Don't let another year pass by. Okay, I have the feeling that some of you here, I'm going to see you again in a year and nothing is going to change. It's going to be the same fucking thing. You're going to be sitting on this webinar regretting that you didn't do this year already because the time is only going to go forward, guys. You're never going to go back in time. You're going to have to do this now. Otherwise, in the future, you're going to fucking regret. I don't want you guys to regret. So go to higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. This is the last time I'm going to say it. Today, you're literally going to save hundreds of euros if you get in because the price is going to get higher. And this is the time. Okay, this is the time to get to the next level. And by the way, this is only my course. This is not my mentoring, guys. Like, you know, today you get 65. Today you get a promotion on my course. My mentoring program is 3K. If you want to get on my mentoring program, that's going to be 3K because we're going to work together like one-on-one, etc. And it's going to be a lot deeper. But that's for my course. So that's for the self-paced course with the accountability calls, with the circle. Okay, so I have other offers too, by the way. If you want to come on bootcamp as well, on top of the mentoring, that's 5K, actually 6K, 5,997. So I have multiple offers. But yeah. And Joseph says, to be honest, this guy's Twitter thread are full of value. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Thank you. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is at Playboy Secrets. Follow me on Twitter at Playboy Secrets. You're gonna learn a lot of things. I post a lot there. But yeah, guys, I have to run like in exactly 26 minutes. Like now it's here in Estonia, it's like 11:04. So it's 11 p.m. At 11:30, I literally have to go out. So if you guys have questions, this is the time, okay? Because to make a decision, you don't need more time. You need more information. And I'm the only source of information here. So if you guys have questions about the program, if you guys are on the fence about joining, this is the time. Ask me a question. Let me know how I can help you to join, okay? Jengel says, are you in Tallinn? Yes, I am in Tallinn. And yes, I'm going out tonight. And no, we can't really meet up unless you're on my bootcamp or something, and I have to go out with friends. But pleasure to meet you if you wanna grab if you're serious about transforming your dating life and you want us to meet up for that, we can do that in real life, and I can show you everything in real life. But you have to be serious about investing in yourself, though. So let me know. But yeah, I'm in Tallinn. Patrick says, hi, Limo, can you check if I joined? Yeah, Patrick, congratulations, man. Congratulations, you joined. This is going to be life-changing. Congratulations, too. So congratulations, we got Patrick, we got Joseph, we got George, James. Congrats to all of you guys. Some others are going to join later on, but I highly recommend you guys join right now on the call, because for those of you who join on the call, I'm going to give you a 15-minute call after that. I'm gonna send you a message by tomorrow to do a quick call with you to make sure you get everything. Okay, and this is gonna be a one-on-one call, by the way. So if you join right now, I'm gonna give you a one-on-one call for a few minutes to make sure you get all the next steps right, and you're gonna get all the bonuses. So make sure you join right now. I'm gonna put the link again. Go to higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. Okay, all of you guys are not going to regret it. It's going to be a great program. We're going to learn everything you need, and we're going to have a great time together. I promise you guys, like, if you make this investment, this is going to pay dividends for the rest of your life. I can promise you that. And my guarantee to you is that I'm going to keep helping you until you succeed. Like, if you're part of the circle, if you're part of Higher Self Circle and you're part of our community, it's my duty to fucking help you. It's my duty to help you. It's my duty to have you have baller outcomes. I want you guys to have a baller lifestyle. I want you guys to fucking date an abundance of women all the time. And so I'm going to help you guys. And for those of you who made the investment, congratulations. I mean, we're going to have a great time together. For those of you who didn't, well, we'll see in a few years, man. We'll see in a few years where you're at. But it's probably near your, it's not going to be near your potential. You know, it's not, if you don't invest in the program and you don't really learn this shit, you could have been a lot more than, I mean, you could be a lot more, man. You could be a lot more. So this is the time. This is the time. I believe in your potential. If you're on the fence right now, I know you guys can be great. You proved it. I mean, you're 6 inches away from gold, as I said. Shit, you came to this webinar. You watched the whole webinar. I give you the promo. You're here with me, and this is the time. I mean, you're 6 inches away from gold. If you make that decision, everything is going to unlock, and you're going to have all the systems. You're going to know what to do. No more fumbling around, no more whatever. It's going to hold you accountable. So let's do it together. Click that link. Go to higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. Okay, go to higherselfcircle.com, one-time promo. Click the link. Click on join the dating accelerator, and then join, and I'll see you on the other side. Now, if you have questions, ask them. Okay, let's do a quick Q&A. Do you have a question about the program? Do you have something that you're not sure about? Something that you didn't understand? Something you want me to clarify? Let me know. I'm here for that. I'm here to accompany you to make that decision. Because I wish I had a program like that when I started. I wish that when I started, I had like something like this that could help me. Something that, I mean, that comprehensive, because there were a lot of courses out there back when I was 19, 18, and it wasn't that comprehensive. Like, it's a lot of shit. It wasn't that comprehensive. So that's the thing. Joseph says, is there a delay when you try to join the Circle Mastermind Telegram group? No, it's going to be on the email, man. In the emails, you're going to receive, so if you receive the access to the members area via email, you're going to receive access also to the links to the group. Those are Telegram groups. You're going to receive the links. In any case, if you haven't received them or something happens, DM me or text me, and I'll send you everything as well. I'll resend you everything, no problem. But check your spam as well, because sometimes it might land in the spam. And in any case, from the members area, you can also join the circle. Once you're inside the course, there's a link to join the circle even inside the course. So there's 2 times you can join the circle, either in the email or so he says, I have the link, just taking a while to actually load up. It's going to load up, man. I don't know, but it's going to load up. If you have the link to join the Telegram, it's going to load up. Mark says, how to destroy your competition. Well, if you want to destroy your competition, you have to stand out. You have to make something different. You have to learn the right systems. You have to do what your competition doesn't do, right? So it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a generic question. Depends the competition in which field, but in general, you have to stand out. You have to do something different. And the only way to do something different is to learn the right practices first, and to learn the right systems to be able to differentiate yourself. Because 99% of guys, for example, with the dating stuff, they keep doing what everybody else is doing. They don't stand out in the dating market. And so I'm going to show you guys how to stand out in the dating accelerator. In the dating accelerator, I'm going to show you how to weaponize your attention, how to position yourself the right way, and how to be different from all the other guys. So check out the link, okay? I just sent the link again. Check out the chat. Go in the chat. In the chat, you're going to find the link. 1 second, let me check. So I see you haven't joined yet the circle, Joseph. So I don't know if there's a delay or something, as you said, but if you have the link to the Telegram group, you can join the group. Otherwise, DM me on Telegram. On Telegram, my Telegram is at Limo Oueslati. I'll send you the links again, but it's the same links. It's weird. Maybe it's your account or your connection or something, because if you have the link, you can join the groups. Guys, let me know if you have questions. Those are going to be the final minutes. Okay. I'm going to take another 5 minutes and I'm going to answer all your questions. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go. Okay. I'm going to have to go. So let me know right now if you have a question. Make sure you join the program and let's get it. So Joseph says, I've selected the join group button. Nothing happens, but I'll reach out to you if it still doesn't work. Yeah, make sure. I mean, normally if you click on join group, it's gonna work on Telegram. Otherwise, I'll send you the direct link. But DM me, yeah, DM me if there's anything. Guys, DM me if there's anything. Normally everything should work. You're gonna receive access to the members area instantly, and the links and everything works. And in any case, DM me. We're gonna solve that together. But it's a bit weird, but normally everything should work. So yeah, I'm gonna take 5 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna grab some water in the meantime. Let me know if All right, I'm back. So do you guys have any questions? Mark says she chose an online guy when I was the guy who was in there in person. Yeah, Mark, I mean, Mark, if you want to get to the next level, join the data accelerator, bro. I can't really give you like a 1-minute answer to this problem, because there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. It's going to be hard to give you a 1-minute answer here. But if you want to stand out from that online guy, first of all, your online presence needs to be on point. Your real life seduction skills need to be on point. You need to know how to attract her in real life. You need to learn how to speak to her correctly, and you need to have all the systems that I teach, man. I can't really give you like a shallow answer here, but if you want to differentiate yourself, you're going to have to engage in different practices. It's the only way. It's the only way. So yeah, do you guys have anything about the program? Because, you know, some of you guys, you might be sitting here and you might be on the fence right now. You might be like, okay, am I going to trust this guy? Is this going to work for me? And honestly, if you trust yourself enough and you trust me in the process, I can guarantee you're going to get results. If you take the right action, if you know what to do and how to do it, you're going to get the right results. Okay. So let's get into it, guys. Let's crush it. Let's get some abundance with women, and let's fucking crush 2023. This is it. We're in April already, beginning of May very soon. So it's the summer very soon. Okay, so let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to reply to some people in the DMs. Joseph, let me know if you've been able to join the group already. And otherwise, DM me and I'll be able to help you with that. Tag you on Instagram story. Okay, Patrick, thank you, man. I'll send you my book, Playboy Secrets, for free. Although it's part of the course already, I will send you everything as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go, guys. Apparently, there's not a lot of questions, but I sent you the link. I sent you the link already. You guys have the link. go.harrysalzberg.com/one-time promo. There's not going to be a better time to sign up. The price is only going to get higher, and this is the time. This is the time to do it. So let's crush it. Let's do it. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside the circle and helping you with that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this webinar. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you very, very soon. See you guys.